Hey Chicha, कैसे हो प्रेसिडेंट चिचा? Thank you for the 10 Hong Kong dollars. Hong Kong dollars क्या होता है? Hong Kong का डॉलर है? भाई स्कोर प्रेडिक्शन क्या बताओ यार? Carbonated beverage like Coke and Pepsi leads to largest testicle and most testosterone in males. What?
Why you should always trust your dog's instincts.
No. It's okay, boy. He spooked about something. Something's been following us. And... No, boy. Come on. It's okay. Come on, it's okay. Come on. No, boy. No.
ओ भाई साहब, यार रेना के साथ फोटो नहीं खिंचा पाया। देन वो रेना थोड़ा डबल अल्ट पे थी क्या?
डबल अल्ट पे ही थी
भाई साहब। अगर मेरे साथ ऐसा हो ना, मैं तो आत्मा रूह से निकल जाएगी भाई। ओ, तो एक ही चीज होगी, रूह बॉडी से निकल जाएगी भाई, बिल्कुल पट से। 1 2 3
एक मिनट।
उड़ गया टायर।
समझ सकते हैं।
ओनीचा का मतलब क्या होता है? हेलो ब्रो।
नमस्ते दुष्यंत भाई, थैंक यू फॉर 3 euros। कौन सी मूवी मूवी वो देखने जा रहे हैं? एंड द स्पाइडरमैन। क्या है एंड करके ना, कोई मार्वल वाली एंटमैन।
नहीं पता है आपको? एंटमैन एंड द वास्प है।
Imagine the outrage if a man does it to us. Back statue of a woman. दरिंदा हफ्सी ठरकी मुल। भाई इस पे केस नहीं हुआ अभी तक। चांद भाई थैंक यू फॉर अ मंथ। Ant-Man and the वही वाली Ant-Man and the हेलो विशाल, थैंक यू 2 months। थैंक्स फॉर फिक्सिंग माय मेंटल एबिलिटी सर। भाई वही चीज थी आज, मैं वही आज एक चीज डिस्कस कर रहे थे हम गाइस, एक्चुअली डिस्कस कर रहे थे। क्या था वो? आज we were discussing this only. क्या लोको पे हाँ ये रहा guys. If Sidemen was made in सरोज नगर तो ये लड़का आता है बिल्डिंग चश्मे लगा के जिसको आज इसकी दिहाड़ी नहीं मिलने वाली बिकॉज ये यहाँ पे आया है. इसको बुलाया गया है पहन के बादल वाली जैकेट पहन के. तो ये कहता है आई एक्चुअली वॉन्ट टू टेस्ट हाउ बिग माई हैंड्स आर. ठीक है, wanna compare my hand sizes. उसके बाद लड़की कहती है कि I've already heard this pickup lines lot of times because we as boys are अपने में पता है यूनिटी नहीं है बिल्कुल, एकदम देखा नहीं कि बिल्कुल आरपी को कॉन्टेक्स्ट ले लो. लड़की देखी नहीं भागे चले हाय व्हाट्स योर नेम्स ऐसा. तो ये बोलती है इसके लेफ्ट जाने के लिए. ठीक है, उसके बाद ये साइडमैन का सबसे कैप्टन एक्सेंट मारते हुए उधर बोलता है. अब ये बोलती है कि आई फॉरगॉट व्हाट इज योर पिकअप लाइन. ठीक है, हैंड्स. ठीक है, अब ये लड़का बोलता है भाई लेजिट मेरे घर के पीछे वाली मार्केट में पनवाड़ी सेम है, ऐसी शक्ल है, सेम ऐसी वो चेन पहनता है बिल्कुल सेम. तो इसने बोला कि ही वांट्स टू कंपेयर योर हैंड साइजेस टू द टी शर्ट जो पहनी है. ठीक है, तो उसे यस बोल दिया इसने. ठीक है, यही चीज यस बोल दी. अगर ये इंग्लिश में बोला तो बड़ी कूल यस है, अगर ये कोई हिंदी में बोल देता तो फिर
मत करो,
ये वो है
मत करो.
What is this?
फ्लाइंग चप्पल आएगा, मत करो.
मतलब इंग्लिश में बोले तो कूल है भाई, हिंदी में बोलते तो भाई हाँ टर्की ये वो क्या बोल दिया, ये वो जेल करो आ जाते हैशटैग जेल करो भाई साहब. भाई वो भी तो इंग्लिश में सेम ही बोला. गलत तो गलत है, चाहे हिंदी में चाहे इंग्लिश में. I just feel surely loves India. बात तो सही बोला स्काई वॉकर, बात तो है. उत्कर्ष भाई की बात तो है. इसीलिए पहले रोनाल्डो को मैसेज कर रहा था आइसो स्पीड. देखो आइसो स्पीड मेरे को तब तक सही लगा जब तक उसकी मेरे को बेस्ट जो VR स्ट्रीम्स लगी, जो उसने VR स्ट्रीम्स करी और बाकी स्ट्रीम्स करी. उसके बाद उसने रोनाल्डो वाला सू ही करा, वो ठीक है. पहले रोनाल्डो को पूरा जूस किया उसने, प्रॉपर मैचेस वैचेस किया, डाई हार्ट फैन बोला, डायट ये बोला. फिर उसके बाद उसे लगा भाई इंडिया से भी तो ऑडियंस देख रही है मेरे को, इंडिया में फेमस हो रहा हूँ एनालिटिक्स में, तो इंडिया भी है यूनाइटेड स्टेट्स के नीचे ज्योग्राफी में. फिर उसके बाद उसने विराट कोहली को मैसेज किया. विराट भाई अपने पूरे सख्त दिल्ली के, उन्होंने कद्दू रिप्लाई नहीं किया उसको. अब वो इंडिया का तुनक उसे लग रहा है भाई हमें नहीं पता क्या, हम बावले हैं क्या. कीबोर्ड वॉरियर थैंक यू फॉर द रिस्पॉन्सर. हेलो स्टार्ट हो गया क्या?
नहीं बस आई डोंट वांट टू मिस एनीथिंग इसलिए मैं देख रहा हूँ.
क्या कहाँ से देख रहे हो? ट्विच से?
ट्विच से ऑब्वियसली.
ट्विच पे क्या है?
ट्विच पे वैलोरेंट.
मेरे ट्विच पे तो कुछ और ही रिकमेंडेशन है.
12 का भाई 12.
जीवन भाई
क्या सुने?
अभी स्टार्ट नहीं हुआ ना?
स्टार्ट नहीं हुआ बिकॉज आई
मैं देखो मैं आपको एक मदद कराता हूँ. आप जैसे हम दोनों का सेम है. भाभी जी ऑफिस जाती है, हमें खाना वाना की दिक्कत रहती है, तो मैं खुद कुकिंग क्लासेस ले रहा हूँ. तो आप अगर ट्विच पे जाके सर्च करो KAELLYN.
क्या KAELLYN? काइलिन कौन है ये सिस्टर?
हाँ, ये कुकिंग क्लासेस कुकिंग स्ट्रीम करते, तो इनकी कुकिंग स्ट्रीम से मैंने कल चावल उबालना सीख लिया एक्चुअली।
कौन सी कुकिंग देख रहे हो आप? चावल तो दिख ही नहीं रही है।
नहीं मैंने सीखा है, खुद सीखा है चावल।
चावल तो नहीं दिख रही है इधर।
सीखा है मैंने।
चैट भी देख लो, कॉन्फिडेंस देखो हमारे लोंडो का। तो भाई पहली बार एक लड़की पसंद आ गई, वो भी टेंस की जीएफ। जय बात पाजी।
क्या लगता है टीमन भाई आज?
भाई मुझे सच्ची में नहीं पता यार,
दिल से
क्योंकि दोनों टीम्स को मैंने नहीं देखा कैसे खेलते, मतलब जब से नया टीम बनी, समझ रहे हो?
बट चैट में बहुत लोग, जैसे एनालिटिक्स, बहुत सारे हमारे व्यूअर्स हैं जो फॉलो करते हैं वैलोरेंट डे एंड नाइट, वो कह रहे हैं थोड़ा वाइटैलिटी का टीम थोड़ा बग्ड है, बट दिल से जी। हाँ, दिल से जी।
लेकिन मैंने आज तक देखा नहीं, मतलब वो लोग भी कैसे खेलते, मुझे कुछ पता ही नहीं। प्लेयर्स भी नहीं पता मुझे कौन।
वो ही तो।
नहीं, मैं इन लोगों को यही बोल रहा था कि आज पढ़ाई शढ़ाई सब कुछ, कल गर्लफ्रेंड वर्लफ्रेंड कुछ नहीं है, आज सारे पब्लिक स्ट्रीम देखेंगे बस।
और उनकी चैट में जी फाइटिंग होना चाहिए पूरा।
जय बात, जय बात।
विद इंडियन फ्लैग।
हाँ, ओ भाई टीचर देखो पूरा स्पैम। भाई मॉडरेटर डिलीट कर रहा है यार, इतना बड़ा हो गया।
क्या मॉडरेटर जी फाइटिंग डिलीट कर रहा है?
तो डिलीट किया तो देख रहा था।
साले का आईडी दियो अभी डिस्कॉर्ड में बुला के। बंदे भरेंगे आज, कैसे डिलीट करा उसने। और रेड ड्रैग भाई थैंक यू सो मच फॉर द 100। सॉरी भाई, सॉरी भाई, सॉरी भाई, सॉरी भाई, सॉरी।
ओ भाई ये लोग बातचीत ही कर रहे हैं यार।
हाँ, अभी नहीं खत्म, अभी नहीं है, टाइम लगेगा। रैकअप आया, प्रेडिक्शन मत देना प्लीज। वैब थैंक यू फॉर 40। पहला मैप कौन सा है बताओ जल्दी।
पहला में मुझे कुछ आइडिया नहीं है, मुझे बस रॉक्सी को देखना है स्टेज एंटर करते हुए बस।
मैं सोच रहा हूँ मैं अपनी प्रेडिक्शन बताऊं।
हाँ,
मेरी प्रेडिक्शन है पहला मैप 13-7 जी। सेकंड मैप
बीच में ऐड आ रही है, बिस्किट खरीद लो, कुकिंग पेपर रोल, इसको कैसे हटाए इसको।
और सेकंड मैप वाइटैलिटी 13-5 और आखिरी मैच ओटी जाके 15-13 जी जीतेगा।
अरे पहले मैप्स देखते, उसके बारे में मेरे को पता चलेगा, समझ रहे हो?
अरे मैं पहले ही बता दिया भाई, आई एम कमिंग
वाईटी में देख रहा हूं यार। अब बीच में आ रहा है, ये खरीद लो वो खरीद लो।
एक सेकंड रुक जाओ गाइस, जीटी को एक काम दे रहा हूं मैं।
सुबह वाला सब्जी
जीटी को काम दे दिया, हो गया। ये बंदा सही में पनौती देगा भाई, आज हो जाएगा पनौती। आज देखो तुम भाई, आज तुम देखो पनौती पर, आज देखो तुम। क्या टीपन भाई ऐसा ओए हो गया शुरू में?
अरे वही तो
I'm gonna go with this guy is one of the best Korean jets.
गोलू नहीं है, गोलू नहीं है।
Yes. And
ये क्या टेक्सचर
the most consistent jet that we had in Korea
ओ भाई आ गया।
last year. The performances that he's been able to put up, you could always
भाई
rely
रॉसी
on
फुल
him
नर्वस बे।
to get a trade, if not a 2-for-1. Just incredible player. Okay.
रिमोट डाल भाई, कीबोर्ड वॉरियर थैंक अभी डालो।
No. We want to just mishmash all.
चेतन थैंक यू फॉर रागा भाई, आपकी पिटाई घर से बाहर निकलने की जाने की
कहाँ देख रहा है? तू कहाँ दे रहा है?
वाले दिन गाली चप्पल पड़ने वाले दिन स्टोरी शेयर करता है। ठीक है चेतन भाई,
यार ट्विच में वो आ रहा है यार। अब भाई चड्डी खरीद लो, ये खरीद लो, वो खरीद लो आ रहा है।
Who do you have?
क्यों?
अरे तो प्राइम से सबका सब्सक्राइब कर दो ना।
Actually, in this one. Yes, I'm going for Pacific players. This guy was
अरे
in
इंडिया में नहीं है वो।
all the way back in champions occasionally when they're competing in international
भी है
competition
कुछ?
against specific teams.
क्या है
This
ये
guy
क्या है?
was the reason that they were in the game versus Optic. The reason that they were
ये
able
क्या है? ये
Just
रोबोट
an arm.
रोबोट क्या है?
The reason they were able to win that breeze, the guy dropped 38 kills versus Optic. Okay, got
38 kills निकाले थे इसने.
He had some good usage during that flexible play.
हाँ, इंट्रोडक्शन ही तो देखना है रॉसी भाई का अपना.
Okay, well, all right, no disagreement there, but now we got to figure out the chest.
भाई पंखा नहीं
All
चल
right,
रहा.
what is the
What
chest?
could that possibly
The
mean
chest
in an
can be
esports
the
setting?
tenacity, the heart, and maybe good lungs. Okay, so
Okay.
who's got good lungs, Mimi?
I don't go about inspecting players' lungs. I'm not a doctor,
could you?
but I would say someone who.
टेवन भाई, आप इमेजिन करो.
हाँ जी.
आप वो एक प्रो ई स्पोर्ट्स प्लेयर थे, मान लो CS:GO में. CS:GO टाइम पे आपने इतना ग्राइंड किया.
हाँ जी.
आप प्रो ई स्पोर्ट्स सीन में गए
हाँ जी.
और बैंगलोर में है फाइनल मैच,
बराबर.
होम ग्राउंड.
हाँ.
सब चिल्ला रहे टी बोन.
क्रेजी हो गया यार.
और आप अपनी टीम की जर्सी VLT पहन के पीछे इंडिया का फ्लैग लगा हुआ है, ऐसे पीछे टी बोन लिखा हुआ है. लकी नंबर क्या है आपका?
7 ऑलवेज.
पीछे 7 ऐसे टी बोन हो रहा है. आप स्टेज पे जाओगे, माइक आपके दिया जाएगा, आप क्या बोलोगे?
अरे माइक आते में वो होता हो गया.
हाँ, आपको बोला जाएगा व्हाट यू गोना से टू द फैंस टी बोन बिफोर यू स्टार्ट द फाइनल्स. हाँ, ऐसे बोलते जॉर्ज.
कास्टर भागेंगे ऐसे चिल्लाऊंगा. यार मैं क्या बोल रहा था, मैंने इनको बोल रहा था कि जैसे अभी प्रोफेशनल प्लेयर्स का लीग वीक है, व्हाई डोंट यू डू फॉर स्ट्रीमर्स लीग?
या गुड आइडिया, वैसे अच्छा आइडिया.
सोचो हम तारिक के अगेंस्ट खेलने वाले.
अगर नहीं ऑनेस्टली एक और अगर चीज है, जैसे हम सीरियसली खेलें, जैसे हम अभी बकचोदी से खेलते हैं, बट deep down you know we have the potential to be a esports player.
We have.
How about we grind like 12 or 10 hours a day Valorant if somebody sponsors us?
Streamers league is like chill league.
IPL जैसा, IPL वैसे streamers का हो, समझ रहे हो, हर साल हो.
हाँ.
और ऑक्शन हो, फिर खरीदे लोग, ऐसा टाइप्स ना.
हाँ ना
भाई क्या आइडिया दे दिया मैंने. मेरा पहले एक प्लेग्राउंड वाला आइडिया चुराया.
कौन सी वाली बे?
प्लेग्राउंड मेरा आइडिया था वो.
क्या
भाई मैंने डिस्कस किया था कि एक बिग बॉस गेमर्स का होना चाहिए.
और यार ये देखो नीचे आ रही है कुकिंग बेकिंग पेपर, इसको कैसे हटाऊं मैं?
मेरे को तो नहीं आ रहा कहीं पे भी. मेरे को नहीं आ
क्या
रहा.
ऑन किया है? ऐड कैसे?
लॉक्ड इन है तुम्हारा?
एक मिनट चेक करता हूं. हाँ लॉक्ड इन है.
मेरे को तो नहीं आ रहा.
भाई इसमें नहीं है, प्राइम नहीं है.
स्क्रीन दिखा रहे, स्क्रीन में कुछ नहीं हो रहा यार.
थोड़ा सा सब्जी देना मम्मी.
समझ रहे हो? नहीं, ये आइडिया हम दे सकते हैं यार टीबोन, सच्ची बोल रहा हूँ. जैसे मान लो 6 टीमें, बैंगलोर की एक टीम, दिल्ली की एक टीम, मुंबई की एक टीम, वैसा IPL जैसा. थैंक यू वैष्णव भाई. भाई वैष्णव भाई ने अप्रूव किया. लव यू. हाँ, वैसा रेगुलर बेसिस पे करना. बिग मतलब ऐसा लैन टाइप्स हो, यूं नहीं घर बैठे खेल रहे हैं, लैन पे हो. जैसे अगला मैच मुंबई का है तो मुंबई वर्सेस दिल्ली, तो मुंबई में हो रहा है. फिर दिल्ली का मैच है तो दिल्ली में हो रहा है. एक कोलकाता का है तो ऐसे, समझ रहे हो, हर जगह लैन. और बंदे आ रहे हैं, टिकट्स खरीद के बंदे आ रहे हैं देखने. एक बार हम दोनों की चैट में बता दो अगर ऐसा कुछ हुआ तो आप देखने आओगे. मान लो टिकट 200 रुपए की है, 200 रुपए की टिकट मान लो.
ओ भाई फ्री टिकट, भाई फ्री टिकट.
एक बार W कर दो अगर लगता है तुम्हें. यस भाई, नो मत बोलो. तू स्क्रीन दिखा. पे स्क्रीन पे कुछ नहीं आ रहा भाई, एड्स आ रहे हैं. कुछ अच्छा आएगा मैं डेफिनेटली आपको दिखाऊंगा. मैं खुद ही नहीं देख रहा.
बिल्कुल आएंगे बोल रहे बे.
क्या अच्छा आइडिया है ना ऐसे.
थोड़ा सा सब्जी दो ना मम्मी.
टी-बोन का ऑक्शन हो रहा है. टी-बोन स्टार्टिंग बिड इज 25 lakhs.
JA fighting. क्या बंक्स भाई आप भी।
पिंग्स भाई आप रेंट पे रहते हो, आपको धक्के मार के निकाल देंगे, ठीक है?
कोई
हमारा तो अपना है।
प्रॉब्लम नहीं, हम 2 महीने का रेंट ऋषि सर से ले लेंगे, ठीक है? कोई सीन नहीं।
क्या
2 महीने
महीने
का
का
समझ रहे हो? वो सब अपना बात हो चुका है। आज जो भी
राका
हो
जोन
जाए,
अनसोल्ड।
हमको ये घर से कोई नहीं निकाल सकता।
नहीं, जिस हिसाब से यार मेरा ट्वीट क्यों नहीं आया? मैंने तो वेरीफाइड से ट्वीट किया, ऑल द बेस्ट जी।
क्या
एक और रोटी भी
ये ट्वीट दिखा रहे किस किस का ट्वीट आया, ये सब
गया? वो टैग करनी चाहिए
भाई हमारा तो आज मिलियंस ऑफ ट्वीट्स गया रहेगा।
क्या कह रहेगा? मिलियन क्या रहेगा?
हम लोग का तो मिलियंस ऑफ ट्वीट्स गया रहेगा ना, ट्वीट्स।
अच्छा 159 तो हाँ यार, बात तो सही है यार। जो यस लिखे
वैसे क्या तुम्हारा कुछ चैलेंज बैलेंस है?
ये रहा।
क्या चैलेंज भाई?
ये रहा।
हाँ, जैसा
सो रॉसी
जीता
खेल
तो
रहा है।
मैं कर रहा हूँ 100 गिफ्टेड।
रॉसी टेक्सचर, अरे मैंने मिस किया।
रॉसी खेल रहा है। ओ भाई एंट्री देख रहे हो? शीश भाई, सोचो कैमरामैन ऐसे आ रहे हैं।
ये कौन है बे?
वत्सल कहाँ है? ऋषि भाई वत्सल।
अरे ये दोनों कौन है बे? तू है कौन? ये दोनों कौन है?
जी
ये
फाइटिंग
कौन है?
तो पता नहीं। बिंग्स भाई आप क्या कह रहे हो कि अगर जी जीती तो आप हम दोनों को 100 गिफ्टेड करने वाले हो?
रॉसी का है?
आया तो था।
हेलो
भाई वो
है
सीधा
रॉसी है।
बैठा हुआ है, खेलने बैठा हुआ है।
था क्या पक्का?
भाई मेरा भी ट्वीट होना चाहिए
From tomorrow will start and will surely bring a dash. अरे रुको भाई, देखने तो दो। Today it is not only date, it's an emotion. Jeba.
A big W for Indian gaming scene. Kudos to Anna. Anna, yeah, Anna Nachon.
अरे हाँ,
On an international stage in Valorant, and that means a ton to
भाई ध्वनि आराम से।
take in Valorant is just kind of
मैं माइक के क्लोज हूँ, मैं माइक के क्लोज हूँ इससे क्या?
ध्वनि
मैं सुन पा रही हूँ।
अच्छा आप सुन पा रहे हो ना?
हाँ हाँ।
आज है
तू
कुछ
माइक
तो
का
है।
वॉल्यूम
ओ भाई F4 के गेम क्या भाई इन लोगों ने?
Oh, it absolutely is. But he does have at least a little bit of international experience. Hasn't gotten to play on that stage, but he'll go all the way back.
रॉसी
Rossi.
हाँ यार रॉसी को जेट देना चाहिए था
Rossi
भाई।
took the world by storm, and he had myself and Paper then our
Oh,
jaws
bye,
on the
गलत
floor
fail.
with some of the things that this guy is able to get away with. Just playing the jet.
अरे
हमने
हाँ
जो
रेटिंग
पसंद
हमें भी चैलेंज होना चाहिए यार। बिंग्स दो ना कुछ चैलेंज दो।
You know, so much bait.
मैं तो कर रहा हूँ 100 गिफ्टेड। आपस में करे, ऐसा करना है तो।
एक मिनट
yeah, he really
नहीं।
is.
भाई
This guy
पैसा
is
नहीं है,
going to
तुम
be the
लोग
face
अभी
of
100
India
गिफ्टेड
for
बोल
this
रहे हो।
roster, and it's
शर्म
also
आते थोड़ा सा
one
भी।
of those very,
Lost में
very
चल
strong
रहे हो।
individuals that we're looking at to be a player to
100 हो जाए भाई, 100 हो जाए।
भाई अच्छा खेलेगा।
क्या बोल?
नर्वस तो हो रहा होगा ना उधर?
हाँ भाई।
मैं क्या ऐसे
What we happen to do is we give everyone every role. Even I played every role.
ए आया 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 आया।
Yeah, I mean, the starting 5 players on this roster, 4 of them are historically Jet players, so they have really had to dig deep and teach pretty much everyone
यार
on this
उसकी
roster
chain मस्त है
a
यार।
brand new role here. I think the
यार आज
only
बाल
reason
कितने
he
खराब से हो रहे हैं
this
यार।
roster was built around him, obviously experience from his time back with Exit. Here he's going to have to be the IGL that's working with a lot of players.
चैट में एक
for the
बंदा
first time
बोलेगा
on the
तुम्हारे बाल
international
कौन
stage,
देखने
and
आया, मैं तो
also
मैच
with
देखने आया।
players where they're playing a brand new role. So it's a lot of
Chain
change,
इसकी।
a very different philosophy for GE.
Well, I'll give you a moment.
Chain अच्छी है ना?
Hair there, but you know what? For more though, I think on this very unique team, I'm so glad you mentioned Aaron. Let's actually go ahead and hear from Aaron and SK Rossi.
आए रॉसी का इंटरव्यू। ये तो कॉपीराइटेड है क्या?
अरे आने तो भाई, एक दिन की कॉपीराइट में क्या?
भाई कॉपीराइट क्लेम आने दो, मगर ये स्ट्राइक वाला वो ज्यादा हो जाएगा।
अरे नहीं, ओ तेरी।
Ganesh Gangadhar, also known as SK Rossi, and I play Valorant for Team Global Esports. My role is initiator in the team. Our org name or team name is Global Esports, but we truly went global with our roster. So it's like we have a player from Canada, we have players from Korea and Oceania and Indonesia, India as well. So we might be from different places, but we're all gamers and we have similarities between us. But when it comes to cultural differences, it doesn't feel like they're from very far away. We gamers are like, we are all one. Our team have like 5 duelists. When we started our practice, we just started trying out random agents. Finally, we came to a conclusion and now our roles are fixed. But having all duelists in a team is, I think in somewhat ways it's really good because...
अच्छा हाँ, इनमें से पता है ना, इनके में से 4 जेट प्लेयर्स हैं.
All the other things you can build.
सारे जेट हैं.
Agents you can learn.
ना 4 जेट प्लेयर्स हैं.
My name is Jordan.
नहीं सारे ना guys. इतना मैंने सुना.
My in-game name is Aaron.
सारे duelist.
भाई इस पे मेरे को ऐसा क्यों लग रहा है कि
No, I don't think
आने वाला है.
To another continent by themselves, not having any friends, not really knowing, the management or anything about the organization. Traveled a lot around the world. And worked in 7 different countries. And when I got offered this opportunity from Global Esports, it was just so enticing for me because one thing that I'm really confident in my ability is to build teams, in and outside the game, like build a family culture and just ultimately improve. There's very few teams I joined that we immediately become the best in the world. But I've done it across 2 different games where we've won North American titles and where we've traveled to major championships. And I don't think it's any different in this case.
Me performing in these big events, me winning tournaments, me winning games here, it's gonna be literally booming in already separate video inspiring for the next upcoming, millions of gamers from India. We have a huge population who likes to play games, and I am in a position where I can inspire them to play games. And
उधर 9 बजे है सुबह.
Coming into this tournament, there are many people that underestimate our team. I feel that for sure. Just gonna be frank. Don't really care what the predictions are. I want to make sure that this event in Brazil, we show our best.
यार मेरे को मगर एक बात पूछनी है.
We have fun and
मेरे को एक बात पूछनी है कि Valorant में CS:GO pro players इतना अच्छा परफॉर्म क्यों नहीं कर पाए?
क्योंकि वो लोग स्विच नहीं किया ना. उधर वो लोग अभी भी वही खेल रहे हैं. सारे स्विच नहीं हुआ है.
भाई फेस कैम नहीं आ सकता क्योंकि सारे DSLR वाले हैं. कोई चेंज नहीं करेगा, उसकी डिफरेंट सेटिंग होती है, बिगड़ जाती है. बिंग्स के पास भी DSLR है, मेरे पास भी और टीमोन के पास भी. और तुम्हें लगता है इतनी मेहनत करेगा कोई सेकंड कैमरा लगाने के लिए? अगर वो इतनी मेहनत करते तो दूसरी गेम ही खेलते. वो दूसरी गेम इंस्टॉल करने की मेहनत नहीं करते. तुम दूसरा फेस कैम की बात कर रहे हो.
We're talking about Vitality. It's a familiar esports org for many, and it is a new roster, but they do have familiar faces.
Oh, yeah,
this is a team where their mentality was a little different. Global was picking out an all-star IGL in Global and building up young, newer EMEA talent around him to try and create something new for the squad.
Yeah, I love
भाई देख रहे हो फैन 5 आए गिनती के 5 लोग.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I don't mind a development roster at all. I mean, we've seen it work in multiple esports.
राका भाई एक डाउट है.
So
आज जाया किसको सपोर्ट करेगी? Ultimate doubt of the century.
भाई मगर देश पहले है, ठीक है, हर चीज से. बात तो आज जी भाई. भाई 5 फैन थे मगर टीमोन इतने तो रॉसी भाई के लिए सिर्फ प्रोडक्शन के लिए काम आते हैं सिर्फ. रॉसी भाई, हाँ रॉसी भाई को एक वीडियो बनाती है ना 5 जने तो वही हैं.
Look, new roster, lots of opportunity.
Another one of these players that I think found an early peak. We talked about him earlier. He won Champions 2021. After that was pretty much MIA in 2022. So now coming back into this roster, this is a guy who has already...
क्या confusion? ओ भाई 2021 का चैंपियन है ये.
कोई सीन है भाई, 2023 चल रहा है भाई, लेट हो चुका है
भाई. ये तो तगड़े प्लेयर है भाई.
फ्रांस रेवोल्यूशन स्टेज 2. वो भी फ्रीडम फाइटर भी है.
क्या फ्रीडम
भाई फ्रांस रेवोल्यूशन स्टेज 2 ठीक है.
To get back into Diamond, you have that grind, you have that mindset of wanting to get back there.
फिर ये मत बोलना कि भाई
for me as well, I just want to see if he can do what some of his former teammates on Ascend have not been able to do yet, which is make it through to that next round. We have seen them fall. Stars though, Zeke not being able to make it through. So far, it's only been CNED, so we'll see if he can join him there.
And then, what you're going to want to lean on if you're Buffalo there is these young players, these guys that you're going to try and mold to create. players that I think we should definitely focus on here is Mulsi, right, from the squad, because who knows, right, what this guy could bring to the table here. I know a lot of people are excited to see him take the stage.
Yeah, you had kind of two duos that this team got built on. Two from the old Vitality roster and two from Mulsi and Destrian. And for Mulsi, he's a guy...
टीबोन भाई, ये आपकी तरह लग रहा है बिल्कुल. इसकी भी हेयर लाइन जाने वाली है बड़ा.
हेलो, मेरा हेयर लाइन कहाँ जाने वाली है?
मिडल रखो भाई. वही तो यार, फेस कैम मिडल में ही सही रहेगा क्योंकि वहाँ फेस कैम से आपका वो लो है. थोड़ा सा फेस कैम छोटा कर दे सो दैट यू कैन एंजॉय. राइट सेंटर में कर दिया ब्रो.
Important to note that there's a great opportunity for us to go ahead and meet this squad and get to understand them a bit more. So to get a closer look into Vitality straight from their 2 stars, Bone Cold as well as Twist.
मैं अपने आप फेस कैम फिक्स कर लूंगा गाइस, डू नॉट वरी. हाँ जी बोलिए.
क्या और 10 साल के बाद
हाँ
क्या ई-स्पोर्ट्स इतना क्रेज होगा जितना क्रिकेट है इंडिया में? क्या लगता है आपको?
क्रिकेट जैसा क्रेज तो मेरे को लगता नहीं किसी स्पोर्ट्स में होने वाला है
10 साल के बाद.
नहीं किसी भी और स्पोर्ट में नहीं. हाँ रहेंगे बट
मतलब हमारी
बुक्स में किताब चैप्टर होंगे. मेरे को लगता है अगर क्रिकेट जैसा क्रेज फुटबॉल का मैं कहूँगा कि कई मायने में हो सकता है अगर फीफा क्वालिफाई करा तो इंडिया ने.
बात तो
मुंबई वाले लैंड में फुल क्राउड आया था भाई.
Then from Big, we picked up our future
इसका टैटू अच्छा लग रहा है बे.
As our chess player, he has this aura of energy around him, and he's the guy who's in officials always brings up the mood. Also mechanic.
ये टीमोन फाटू को नहीं मिला एक्सेस
है भाई, वो रैंक पुश कर रहे हैं उधर, पता नहीं क्या है.
I'm Twiston. I'm from Czech Republic. I'm 19 years old, and I'm a professional player in Warzone.
अबे 19 साल का है ये.
And I play as a duelist. I think with our playstyle we can be prepared for any playstyle we face because we.
Bings कौन सा प्लेटफॉर्म पे देख रहा है?
And I think we are really well prepared.
क्या अच्छा देख रहा हो
all stars or any
भाई टीम तो तगड़ा लग रहा है. देखते क्या
we have team that is full of good teammates, nice energy.
टीबन भाई और बिंग्स भाई वो 19 साल का है. आप 19 साल के में क्या कर रहे थे उम्र में? क्या याद है 19 साल में? क्या याद आ रहा है?
में मैं क्या कर रहा था यार? 19 साल मतलब कौन से इसमें था मैं?
12th क्लियर करी है. 12th क्लियर करा है आपने उस 19 में. चित्रांश थैंक यू फॉर द री-स्पॉन्सर.
अबे क्या बोल रहे हैं भाई? 19 साल में 12th क्लियर.
भाई 18th में 12th का बोर्ड के एग्जाम देते हैं हम जब 18th के हो जाते हैं. क्या कर रहे थे आप? आप तो बाइकों पे घूम रहे थे. आपकी फेसबुक फोटो देखी है मैंने. अखिल थैंक यू फॉर द री-स्पॉन्सर.
कुछ में स्क्रैप बुक करते थे. Hey dear, looking cute.
बिंग्स भाई आप क्या कर रहे थे 19 साल में?
19 साल में मैं ब्रेकअप्स कर रहा था.
क्या ब्रेकअप?
हाँ
बिंग्स भाई चैटी बोल रहे थे.
भाई लैंग्वेज
sorry
लैंग्वेज
sorry
अभी हम शादीशुदा हैं समझ.
Plus, his name is just Ion Bucky, and I know I'm going to win that game because he buys nothing but an Ion Bucky.
Oh, that sounds absolutely wonderful. It's miserable to play against. I had a teammate every single round.
भाई एक बंदा मेरी चैट में कृष्णा जी कह रहे हैं फाटू भाई ECS 1 और डोमा के साथ बूस्ट हो रहे हैं, अब नेक्स्ट स्ट्रीम में बजेंगे.
क्या?
हाँ.
तो मैं मोनियट 17 साल का है.
Let's go ahead and get into our predictions. You know what?
Why don't we all reveal at the same time?
Sure.
How about that? Does that? And
Oh, bye!
Now that I'm done pandering, here's my real prediction. This matchup is going to be really close. We have two teams that we both know have very strong players, but don't have a lot of experience on the international stage and are kind of both making their debuts here. I don't know what to fully expect from either of these squads. I think either of them could win, and it wouldn't be a big upset either way. I'd probably favor Vitality slightly, but I don't know. This is going to be a close one.
For me, if they have gotten the roles figured out, I think Global should be able to take this one. I do agree that it can be close, but there is a lot of veteran
भाई ये लौंडा full support दे रहा है.
Very long time that have experience playing on large stages, such as Bazzi playing over the Overwatch League for multiple years. Now he comes over into Valorant. He's been a crack player.
भाई अगर VLT गई ना,
we'll have to just see how it.
VLT गई ना, मैं खुद जाऊंगा वहाँ पे और कैमरा में जाके इस लड़की को दूंगा. इसने कैसे बोला कि
नाका पे मुझे एक डाउट है. अभी जो टीम बनी हमारी, अगर हम सब जीत गए तब हम स्लॉट मिलेंगे, ऐसा कुछ है क्या?
Exactly. All right, guys. Well, look.
अगर सारे टूर्नामेंट्स हम जीत गए, सब कुछ डोमिनेशन एकदम, तब हमें स्लॉट मिलेगा, ऐसा कुछ है?
हाँ भाई, मैं तो जाऊंगा मैच देखने, चाहे वर्ल्ड में किसी कोने में भी हो.
बात तो है ना?
किसी भी कोने में मैं जाऊंगा.
अगले साल कहाँ होगा गाइस? इंडिया में हो जाता है तो सोचो, अगले साल स्लॉट मिल गया और मुंबई में.
Best unpartnered teams, but best partner teams, excuse me, but top competitors from China reading.
व्लॉगिंग करने के लिए रेडी है?
हाँ भाई.
नेक्स्ट मास्टर्स विल बी नियर गुड़गांव.
सोच तारिक वारिक आ रहा है, तारिक को बुला रहा है भाई.
सब मिल गया, लेकिन मैच गुड़गांव में कैसे लगेगा?
तो अच्छा फील होगा ना. तारिक का है, बैठा है.
ओ नेक्स्ट जापान में यार, प्लीज ले लो यार. मजा आएगा.
अगर एग्जाम्स है बोर्ड का, ऑल द बेस्ट दीपांशु भाई. गाइस आज दबा के लाइक कर दो यार. आज मेरा स्ट्रीम डेक नहीं चल रहा, आई डोंट नो व्हाई. Gather your squad. 2x पे कर दो. कहाँ 2x पे करोगे निजान? क्या 2x पे करो बताओ? बिल्कुल सही चल रहा है.
भाई
हाँ जी.
उस दिन जब मुंबई हम आए थे रिसेंटली, किसके लिए आए थे हम रिसेंटली?
लाइक
आप नहीं थे? नहीं आप नहीं थे, शायद नहीं थे आप. जो
रेड बुल के इवेंट के लिए गए थे ना आप?
हाँ रेड बुल वाला इवेंट था ना वो. हाँ रेड बुल वाला इवेंट था क्या? किसके लिए गए थे? और रिफ्रेश करनी है, रुको.
भाई क्यों रिफ्रेश करनी है ट्विच पे?
भाई इन लोगों ने बोला रिफ्रेश करो.
भाई ट्विच पे कहाँ रिफ्रेश की जरूरत है? कल का एग्जाम है. अरे भाई टेंस प्रेडिक्टेड जी विन वेल. वो तो मैंने उसे व्हाट्सएप पे किया था. मैंने कहा भाई जी के बारे में अच्छा बोलना, वरना भूत भर देंगे तुम्हें. अनम्यूट. गाने चल रहे हैं. हो गया स्टार्ट हो गया. अब आएंगे.
Nobody likes interruptions. Get an uninterrupted ad-free music experience with Amazon Prime Music.
लाइट कलर भी अपना है, कलर भी जी का, समझ रहे? लिक्स. रुक जा, मैं किससे पढ़ रहा हूँ? ये अपना पहला प्रो प्लेयर टच शॉट. क्या एंट्री कुछ होने वाला है यार. love you guys. He's here. लेकिन सुबह 9 बजे ऑडियंस नहीं है यार. हाँ जैसा रॉसी मारेगा ना, अपन ये करेंगे, ये करेंगे. इसका मतलब हार्ट रहता है, जिसको नहीं पता. सोच कौन है अपना? मेरे अलावा मैं जा नहीं पाया ना, मेरा थोड़ा वीजा इश्यू. बाजी भी मारता है, मोनी भी मारता है. भाई ये लोग का टीम बहुत स्ट्रांग है भाई, बहुत स्ट्रांग है. 30 सेकंड मत कर, 15 सेकंड कर. जिसने भी चेंज किया है प्लीज चेंज इट बैक टू 15 सेकंड, क्योंकि चैट आदमी चाहिए, रुकनी नहीं चाहिए. ठीक है? और बिना परमिशन के अगर किसने वापस कुछ किया तो गुड मार. थैंक यू. आई थिंक पॉजिटिव.
Will it be V for victory or GE fighting? Two unknown.
G for GG.
G
fighting.
G sure what we're going to get here today could very well be an absolute gigabanger. You know, especially with these two teams that are really just looking to try new things and grow here in Sao Paulo.
And trying new things is exactly that. You have two IGLs so experienced on the international stage. Coming back in
already ऐसा कर रहे
rosters
समझ रहे
young talent, different
तो बात डिस्कस कर रहे हैं ये लोग already prepared है
It's going to be a tough one. You can see though, you can see, I mean, the G players very much want to get into their seats. The rest of Vitality still huddled together, talking about the game plan, likely saying, let's keep some cool heads here. To all that young talent.
पहला ban है अपना.
Looking like
क्या लगता है क्या ban
to go
करेंगे?
into the map draft.
Map select is a complete question mark. GE has not played at all in the offseason.
Ascent ban.
And they'll ban away Ascent. They're not so interested. We have no idea what they're going to want to play.
I mean, there's so many different components to this team coming across different. As far as what they are going to be going for, but they're actually going to give us split.
It's going to be interesting. Again, we
Split
have the
is like dust to na India ka? क्या बोलते हैं यार?
What roles are
Loved by all.
We see a raise. Who's going to be picking that up? GE is a complete question.
Vitality
But
picks
having
attack.
more of a known quantity. They've played in the offseason.
different.
Pro was their most played map 5 times during the offseason. They looked fantastic
GE
on
picks
it.
attack.
That was in the old meta. Chamber's been nerfed now. I would expect something new compositionally.
ये तो पूरा world
So
fighting
you
हो रहा है
have
भाई.
either of these teams,
क्या scene?
especially for the side of G, given that they're so new, having
Popcorn,
things like
किधर है?
Harbor, the things that are so new into the meta. That's another question I have. I was about to say, do they feel prepared on Lotus? And they must, because they're floating it as the final map. This is wild.
I hope we get
Chat, खाओ तुम लोग भी मेरे
anyway,
साथ,
this
खाओ.
is the 3 newest maps added to the pool. This series is going to be very, very exciting because we know about the philosophy out of game for both these squads. But is their approach going to be
Popcorn लेके आओ
will
अपना.
Aaron bring in some of that XS
Lotus?
style? Do they play a slow split like when Def was calling their
अपना map है भाई, Indian map pick
one
किया है भाई,
player
Indian team ने
so
और
many
बची.
4-1s.
Yeah.
Can they
Indian
afford
हो
to
रहा
come
है
out
और
with something new? How much will we
big stage.
transfer over from old versions of these teams?
And I'm really
Jeet
leaning
jai,
on
bhai.
Aaron as well as Bone Cold here, right? The veterans,
Jeet jai.
the
25
leaders
like
in
हो गया
the
तो
field.
1
They're going to be the ones.
Like करो
There's a
guys,
lot of
close
pressure
to
on
10K.
these guys, right? And
25
Aaron
के
knows
like
that.
हो गया तो
We've
मैं
been talking to
50
him
gifted
before
और
about
दूंगा.
here, you know, while we're in Sao Paulo.
आज
He's just got a
gifted की
great head
बारिश
on his shoulders.
कुछ नहीं
Here
देखा
we
होगा
go, Prime
left.
Gaming Agent Select.
That is
Yeah.
the most played agents for GE. You can see everyone's a duelist player but Aaron.
3 raises on the side of
Roxanne!
Vitality as well, but Texture, okay. You
इधर हाई इधर बोलने
was
का था.
anybody going to be playing Raze here for this team? We're on split, so of course they're going to. Texture's going back to a pick that we have not seen
ये हम लोग
for a
को देखा.
very long time. I
Rossi
looked
on
it up.
Sage, I
June
would have
18th, he
never
played in the
imagined.
upper bracket in the playoffs
Rossi
against
playing
Spear
Sage,
Gaming,
guys.
but he's only
What
played it
Sage?
17 times compared to 118 games on
Huh?
Jit.
Twisted and Molesy
Rossi
both on
Sage,
this
guys.
double
कोई
duelist
revive
competition.
नहीं
We
होगा.
saw that work so incredibly well for Loud. It
हर
पहला-
दूसरे राउंड रिवाइव होगा
NRG
कोई.
for a new team.
इतने
Look.
kills लेगा Rossi.
चाहिए नहीं.
Let's
आये.
Let's just do a quick prediction
Huh?
real fast. Who's winning map 1?
Vitality.
Vitality.
I'm going to go for GE.
क्या चल रहा है?
Oh, the desk is split up here. Well, I hope that our
Sorry, bola,
casters
G
are
batting
ready
kare.
to go because here's the thing. We're all set up for map number 1. So let's go ahead and send it over to our casters. My brothers from
नहीं
another
यार,
British
सीधा
mothers.
घुसो.
We got Brennan Sideshow.
Thank you very much, GB. Let's get into this match.
Guys,
I am so damn excited
it's
to watch
happening.
this match in particular, Josh.
Chat, it's
And
happening.
Any of the first round matches, I'm not even kidding. This is the one that I've been most excited to
फिर
watch.
बड़ा
And I
देखो
know you-
जल्दी.
Not Cloud9 Paper
Battle
X,
Sage.
not Sentinels Fnatic. It is this match right here because it is the high risk, high reward roster of global esports. Pooling together these duelist players, seeing what can work on this big stage as well. Where we
Ambitious
turn
project.
These top players into a top team.
Yeah, and then it's the ambitious
Dream
project from
team
APAC
बोलते हैं यार,
coming
chat.
up against the dark horse team from EMEA.
Rossi says
It's
sad
not
जो हो रहा है
like
खुश हो जा भाई
Vitality
हील
is
करेगा खुद को और
star-studded
मारेगा.
in the sense that we all know these players. They've all
और आप डॉट भी मार सकते हो खुद के बॉल बना के.
who we'll talk about in a bit, but I think the actual
That's
talent on the roster is super high. I think it's interesting that the desk is split. I would say
क्योंकि
Vitality are a
popcorn
little
खत्म हो गया
favorited here,
almost.
but there are just so many unknowns. It's very difficult to call anybody a
नहीं,
strong
सीधे चले.
favorite. We don't know how
नहीं,
the
अभी
rosters are
चलेगा.
going to perform. But I do think
Hardly,
if
हाँ,
Global
2 मिनट
Esports is able to come out with a win here, it says more. It's more of a validation for their project.
Texture का mouse देख.
Hope that these like
Oh,
massive
same
global
mouse I use.
rosters
हाँ?
where you're
और
trying
उसका
to
rank भी
overcome
तेरा
language
देख.
barriers and cultural barriers and getting all of your players in the same place and, you know,
Big
SK
mouse
Rossi
pad,
only just
Rossi.
getting to play with the rest of his team and meet them because of visa issues. They have had to overcome so many hurdles. I think a win here today would be validate the whole project.
Validating would mean so much.
Sharing and caring चल रहा है.
All the players, obviously, but in particular as well. I mean, a name you mentioned, Josh, SK Rossi, this guy representing India, being the pride of his country, honestly, playing on the global stage like this. And there's been many moments where he's described, you know, the arduous path that he's had.
Love you, yaar. Rossi, love you.
Such a
Rossi, काश तू देख पाता कि देखा बोला love you. Yeah.
That was fantastic. You should definitely go
Love,
and watch it.
वो बोला हमको पता तुम देख रहे हो ऐसा बोला.
He didn't really see his parents
Timing
much
तो है.
during his childhood because they were working so much to put food on the table, and he just randomly decides to go to a gaming cafe one day. Realizes, hey, I might be good enough to be the best in this cafe. Oh wait, maybe I can be the best in South India. Maybe I can be the best in India. And that process took so long, was so arduous with him. I mean, making a deal with a gaming cafe for some free time that he would just stream voluntarily for them in order to get free time because he didn't have the money to play. And then his winnings would all go into travel. I mean, this guy, SK Rossi, is the definition of started from the bottom, now we're here. He is unbelievable, his story. And he does have the weight of the Indian subcontinent on his shoulders. And I don't think that has amounted to pressure for him. I think he's just excited. When you talk to him, it is just excitement.
Now we are ready to get into it. The pistol round here, map number 1. For Global Esports and Vitality. No time being wasted already. A fast take up towards A ramp. There's a flash play as well to push them back. And ground really being gained as of right now.
Monia, please.
Also going to be curious. Look at the fight being taken. Call made. Aggressive one at that to try and push through the smoke. And collapse onto the Vitality players, but they hold their ground. They do survive.
Really trying to find the timing, but Vitality were aware of it. Quite nice control for a double duelist comp, which would normally be really aggro. There's
low है.
That Ghost looking so precise. Everything on the shoulders. New IGL,
Life of a
North American player that we've seen at these tournaments.
This guy!
Beamed him down. A single clip was all that was necessary.
And 10 HP on Molsey with the spike.
This is more than winnable. Aaron really slowing down.
Aaron भाई थोड़ा ज़्यादा दूर हो.
Brent, the other part to this too is, Molsey has a frenzy. That's actually quite difficult to kill Aaron before 10 damage is done. A frenzy v frenzy, you normally exchange some damage.
Fox trying to catch the usual angle, but Molsey missing a shot to the snake bite. Oh my goodness, pushes Molsey away for but a moment. Want to be taken. Aaron moving forward, making a lot of noise. Molsey very aware that he's not playing there, but the positioning is known, and now a nade pushes him forward, running down. Kills in a round for the IGL player. Team captain for them.
What a clutch, what a great way to begin. Aaron leaning on that confidence to win a 1v3.
Hey, bye.
Red Bull clutch coming in there. But that was a tense pistol that could have gone either way for sure.
Intended tha bhai, sab calculated.
And I think Split is such a great map to showcase Aaron and Bone Cold's strengths, the two IGLs of either team. Because Aaron's used to call the defense sides for
Nice.
And Split was an amazing map for Xset, an amazing map on the defense side too. So this is comfort zone for Aaron. We're also playing a comp that looks really similar to stuff that Xset ran in the past. And you look over at Vitality, sure, Bone Cold isn't on the Omen anymore, but this is the same comp that Ascend used to play. The top of the world, the best team in the world on Split. Times have changed, metas have changed. And we get to see which team and which player, which IGL's idea comes out today.
The bold beginning for Texture. Maybe expecting that he could have gained some control of
please,
A-Main, but
please yaar. और energy ले ले, thirsty मत कर यार.
Does hand over that Spectre as well to Twiston now, so Vitality didn't invest too much into this round, only just, I believe,
यार
just
वो लोग एक है तो थोड़ा
across the board, but
एक है तो problem.
as well onto players that might be a little bit healthier.
Nice,
already spotted.
4v4.
Beam down there with
Aaron
the
भाई और बुटा लो. Put से.
Global Esports are going to be aware that this is a fake play into B. Obviously, the side already being taken. SK Rossi going to be hearing all of this, including this plan going down. So now it's up to Global Esports to react in kind.
It's a very open plant. And also, look at the deliberate cage that Sender put in the middle of the site. I assume this is for Twiston to play around.
वो sound आया blinded. वो लोग को पता है.
Sender, what a shot! You've got to be joking. Just absolutely rattling them off one after the other. And there was no trade in sight, yet still, dangerous task ahead. What can they do with a weaponry though? Got to hold this one down. And Neural Theft already revealing the positioning. SK Rossi moving across onto the side, but he has fallen. All down to Aaron once more. One player isolated, but time is running low. And at the back of the site, the crossfire was there. And honestly, just sheer heroics coming out of these Vitality players to just turn that around into their favor.
It's all Sender, isn't it? He's 6-1 right now. And the double kill on the players trying to retake.
Because he is the first Indian player to attend an international event, guys.
Incredibly talented.
Guys,
I was watching his games,
be
been watching
proud
him for a while. He used to play Breach on a full Slovenian team, and then he's gone over to play Chamber very recently, and now on the Cypher. He's played a lot. He's mega talented. For my money, he might be the most talented player in the server right now, but people like Texture and people like, Twiston or Mulsi will certainly give him a run for his money.
Just containing Vitality, looking to see if they can punish this play on the Eco. Esports, look at that, just trying to collect any more kills, and they're making it incredibly aware. Vitality able to just hold these off angles, weakened as well on the players.
And that's rough. Mulsi is one away from an ultimate. Considering that this has been, a weird situation where Vitality win the second round, it actually delays the rifle round by at least one. Right, because Vitality are now going to, it's going to be round 4 by the time we get a proper clash. And that means that Mulsi has an extra round to get a big ultimate online that he can use to turn the tide of that fight.
All we need is 13 rounds to win.
I think things are starting to look a little worrying here for Global
12 more.
Global Esports. If Mulsi can get in a good position, and considering that they've got, 2 Phantoms, a Vandal, this next round, Global need to win it.
Yeah, weaponry's looking quite good. We were building up these players, Josh, as well, in this particular round as well. Sender as a player. Whip it a little bit there, but no, eventually containing. Speaking of Sarah as well, who was the coach for Vitality. And honestly, it feels like I haven't been able to avoid them. I've just been seeing them every time in at breakfast, in the elevators. I've just been always just meeting up with the Vitality players and the coach as well. But he was saying to me, listen, if you want to sound like a god on the desk, hype up Sender, because according to their coach, listen, of course he's going to say this, but he said that he's currently playing like the best player in Europe. His own words, obviously quite biased.
Sounds like he's gassing his own player up, but I also think that there's probably a shred of truth to that, because Sender does look fantastic in the run-up in the off-season prior to being picked up. This is a massive round, though.
Flash across. SK Rossi just hoping to try and take that angle, but Twiston. Oh, look at this.
Okay, so this is much pace.
Rossi ने off लिया है.
लेकिन उसने call दे दिया उसने कि यहाँ पे रह सकता है बंदा.
Aaron and Monya are not in a great spot, but there's no boomboard or really informational tools they can use to help them get inside the pit.
So the plan was for Twiston to try and backstab here because the rest of Vitality
लेकिन वो उसके यहाँ पे है नहीं कोई.
Crawling all the way up into B main, and that's going to be cue for the ultimate here. Slow orb at the feet of Mulsi. Nobody's going to be on this site, so thinking a couple of layers ahead here, but despite it mid, that is important. Twiston, he wins it versus Munyet, and he's going to be backing away with his life. Plan starting to go down now.
That's the second time that Munya's pushed through a smoke and taken an unfavorable fight.
Nice.
Bazi, though, responding, takes down Sender, who's been a menace in some of these rounds. Twiston is miles away from the action if Global Esports can hurry this one up, but the Sage Wall is just delaying everything.
Just a cross-section for it, and no one really aware of it. Destrian does move over to the other side of the wall, but a double face there. Drop down onto the high-low setup. Destrian had to TP back onto to try and help him out, and Multi will be falling, but time running low now, and he did not know where Twiston is. Dash enabled, moves forwards, trying to contest this one in a 1v1, but Aaron, he has to stick it. The percentage play, he needs to try and get half, and it sets up Twiston for the easy slam dunk win.
अगर वहाँ पे Astra मार देता
if Twiston had been dealt with and cleared out of ropes when they knew he'd gone into there. They were aware that Twiston was somewhere around. Possibly they thought he escaped after he got up to heaven, but I would have thought that Global Esports could keep a better track of the Jet player there. Interesting pathing from Vitality early on, and it pays dividends for them in the post-plan. And now Global Esports are in a pretty horrible position here. Their comp should be great on the defense side. And they're going to be looking down the wrong end of a 1-4 beginning, despite the heroics coming out from their IGL Aaron.
We'll see a timeout being taken now for Global
You got a
Esports.
motor?
Biding a time
Warm
to
up,
pick
yeah.
up anything in particular. Texture is one away from the ultimate. So he's going to be able to get our showstopper, assuming on the other end of this round.
Aaron मार रहा है.
The buy playing for an overkill.
और अभी बाजू ने मारा. 3 players to go.
And the players with the least experience here on Global are SK Rossi and Monye. Right? For SK Rossi, he's been playing a lot domestically, but he hasn't had an opportunity like this on the big stage just yet. And those two players have yet to really get going in this match so far.
Guys, positive
It's only
vibes
been 4
rakho.
rounds. But both sat at the bottom of the leaderboard, 0-4, and Monye's had a couple of weird pushes through a smoke. SK Rossi got caught out while he was just knifing the wall, a little bit unaware. So maybe these players need to settle into the groove a little before you see the talent being demonstrated. For Vitality, I mean, if you smell blood in the water and you realize that Global are a little shaky to start a match, you got to hammer that hole.
Hello, my
See if
old
they're going to pounce on that opportunity, but so far in this match, what I have been noticing is there's a lot of presence towards A main from Vitality.
Yeah.
Heavy emphasis being played
Jet
from them, where they're
ulti
just trying to take that
hai.
A-ramp
Omen ulti
control,
hai.
get a player into position, and doesn't seem to be
Bigo,
changing
4-1,
things up
collision,
too
yeah.
much in this round, keeping it simple for them.
Omen
Paranoia,
line ka use nahi hua.
Twister moves forwards, and the one-and-done position is checked
उसको
from
लाल
Aaron.
कर दिया बाजी को.
With the guns obviously from them, Bazzi just trying to play up behind the wall, seeing if he can get anything done, but very well executed so far.
And the defensive Viper wall actually allows Vitality to come in without having to worry about a lot of angles on A. So Global need to be aware of how best to play these positions.
Punish there, he's trying to take the play. Texture tries to make the most of this one, but again, just can't withstand that kind of pressure. When
All right, now here's the important round for Global Esports again. They have massive ultimates to work with, especially Textures. And I think setting Texture up in A heaven almost guarantees value out of his ultimate. Vitality have not been going to big B bursts. But actually, Vitality's comp, one of the big reasons why this used to be a meta comp on Split is that it has a lot of variety of way you can play around the map. It's good for bursts on both sides, but it can take mid control too. However, Texture's set up in B heaven, and it looks like Vitality this time are making a play towards mid. They'll just use Sender's cages to apply some pressure over on a ramp, and instead...
Nice!
Straight through the smokes.
Love you guys, जो भी लोग देख रहे हैं, जो भी लोग
behind
support
it.
कर रहे हैं.
Trailblazing gets good information, and there's SK
ये
clean.
पता
Catch that look. Obviously, his positioning was known prior, and speaking of heads being taken off, Munyet needs to play a bit more careful there. Paranoia dash forwards from Twister, and a play to be made from him perhaps, but he's now stuck in this position, and it's going to be the direct hit. What in the Lord's name am I watching?
Bonecall's attempting to create some pressure in B with this Sage Wall, hoping that it opens up. It hasn't at all. With the Sage Wall being placed from Rossi, the rest of Global Esports can completely flush out this hit in mid.
Yeah, man, they know exactly where they're
Rossi आ रहा है.
Rossi kill le Rossi.
Global Esports.
मार Rossi मार.
No wasted moments from them. Smoke across the forwards.
Let's go!
From Rossi and Monye, the players
Ulti आ गया.
waiting to see anything from.
Rossi was ulti आ गया, 6v4 हार गया. चल 4-3.
Let's go!
SK Rossi using the utility from Bazzi.
एक सेकंड म्यूट करने के लिए सॉरी. जब मैं अल्टी मारता हूँ रेस से और जेट अपड्राफ्ट करता
आप अपनी बात ना करो.
Quite nicely, but really like the way that Rossi has picked up the operator, flushed out Sender, and used the Sage Wall. Good utility usage. A good punish. Otherwise, Sender's going to be a menace over there on A.
A good adaptation. Getting the operator in his hands. In fact, switching up the positioning as well, because SK Rossi now not playing towards the ramp area, but that is where the majority of Vitality are. So what is the answer here? A bit of random spam coming through. Slow orbs, multi already into the back of the side. He satchels up on top of the box, actually. Holding this angle, yet still Aaron anchoring into the back of the side. Flash to push them back, and the nade did push Aaron out wide. It was capitalized on by the Vitality players. You can see that Sender have managed to get themselves in, and that plant will go down.
That's unfortunate because the Viper retake wall is now not going to be active. Big clash in ropes.
Yeah, Destrian trying to find his timing.
Nice.
It's going to be so important right now, and he does win it out. If he stays alive, he's going to be causing issues for them, and still holding that close angle. Repeat, just a little bit too late, and still it has crumbled before their eyes. Operator in the hands of Twist, and he makes the most of that one.
Yeah, even with Destrian finding success. The biggest problem for Global is the trading there through screens.
A little bit delayed.
Very delayed.
मारना
And I
तो है
think that
उधर
speaks to how new of a team Global are. And maybe the comms getting flustered in these moments. Because look, there is just nobody behind Texture. The next player is almost 2 seconds later, and it's Rossi swinging with an op. So one of their rifle players needs to get on a line there. Okay, operator battle though as we get back into this round happening in B-Main.
Nice.
Jump pick to bait.
That's nice.
Yeah, that is quite nice. Just to set up
nice.
SK Rossi. Rossi onto that angle.
But SK Rossi is in. I mean, he's on such a deep line and he can't
मैं लोग
escape.
तो परसों
Oh, he's
control ले रहे
actually
हैं ना
used in the wall. That's a little weird because now he needs to reposition and get value out of the operator.
Made.
और इसके मॉल सी पे
Looking to
अल्ट है
regroup with the rest of their team now.
Wait a second. Did Rossi put a terrible sage wall in B main that Bonkol can just jump over?
Huh?
Yeah,
he
he
did.
did.
There's a box behind that you can just jump over that.
I didn't realize that he connected
But he knows
into
that.
the box. So
Yeah,
you can
sound
just jump
like
up.
that,
That's an experience on the agent showing there. Obviously, Rossi. Oh, that's where you don't expect him to miss. Normally so talented.
And look at this, pressure being applied to just every single direction on the map. Oh my word! Stray shot, Bazzi dropped down to 110, spray down, he is low. No way! From that kind of range, but Bazzi was weakened. And Aaron seems to be aware of this play that was occurring. There you go, click on the head, and there we go. Find the kill. It's just left up to Aaron, and I'll be getting a bit flustered now into this 1v2. Destrant backs away again. That kind of patience and discipline. Doesn't want to take the fight. Just makes it nice and awkward. Not giving any easy 1v1s for Aaron to be able to take to try and win this one.
And now Destrian gets a sound cue as well as Aaron goes up the rope. This is an almost unwinnable situation because Vitality just haven't given Aaron anything to work with.
Quite aware of where the positioning could be. A bit of spam. Isolate the fight, yeah, just not quite enough. And well, surely up close once more. I mean, Twiston was saying, listen, if you think we've been seeing shorter kills up until now, wait till you see their game, because this guy, he makes full usage of that weapon.
His movement is fantastic too, though. I think that's part of what sets all of this up. And yeah, we're really seeing there's clearly a game plan coming from Aaron about how Global should play their defensive side, but it's the small mistakes that are really.
यार ये नहीं समझ में आया ये क्या मारा बैट
हाँ वो शॉटी वाला ना
But I think in that round, the way that Rossi plays the B main situation just scrambled them a little. If he puts down a better sage wall and is then able to lock in mid on a more aggressive angle, maybe that round goes different.
डिफेंस में पर आगा भाई
It's just been that uphill battle for Global Esports so far in this half.
Global are going for a gamble stack on A, but when you
भाई
don't hear
गलत ही
anything
W तुम्हारे
early
लोग
on,
तो
I don't think it's likely to be an A here because Vitality, when they have been ending A, have been at least taking space.
लेकिन देख
Setting themselves up
6-2 स्कोर है
right now for Global Esports, just thinking about
एक राउंड साइफर ने निकाल लिया सीधा ठीक है वो अपना राउंड हो सकता
so they don't give away any more ultimates as well would be
एक राउंड वो वाला हो गया जहाँ पे स्काई ने अल्टी मार के ओमेन को पकड़ा फिर भी ओमेन नहीं मारा
this late lurk position.
वरना वो भी 5v3 था वो भी अपना राउंड था अभी 4-4 होना चाहिए
Looks like Global Esports want to try and fight this into Sender.
The Cypher ult isn't the best one in the world if you have to feed yourself into somebody. But this is going to be a very easy round.
भाई क्या सीन भाई
Vitality to clean up.
Anti-day.
भाई क्या ब्रेकफास्ट किया भाई
The way that Vitality has been built,
क्रिस्टियन भाई ने क्या
it relies on pre-existing synergies between the players. So they have a bit of a core from Oglu,
अब बाय होगा वापस बाय होगा
and a little sprinkling of big on the top as well.
Op वापस
But
रोसी ने op ले
have some
लिया
players that are familiar with each other enough to have a bit of synergy, a bit of chemistry there. And with Global, they are genuinely starting from square one. And so it's going to be a much more difficult project to get off the floor. And I think that was the concern that everybody had with this team. How much time do they require? When you listen to the players and the staff, they're thinking about multiple seasons, but still wanting to get wins early on.
Very long-term focus with this global esports squad. Much better Sage Wall and B-main from Rossi. Not allowing anybody to...
Looks like
they might be trying to be taken.
Almost.
Again, that spam and just holding for now. As he moving forwards inside the
Does
spikes pit. There's a timing taken. Does he know that they crossed? Okay. Bit of whiffage there from Sender, but did he know that they've been compromised right now towards a ramp? That space was gained. It's a pop flash play.
Nice.
Nails the target, but Bone Cold was not playing in position for that one, so he does trade it out relatively effectively. And now that resurrected play, Aaron is being squeezed.
Oman.
The spam there around the corner, and Aaron's been caught.
Awesome distraction from Twister when Destrian got inside the ult. Can Texture be a playmaker here on the flank?
Come on, Texture.
His positions have flipped all the way around. Just as Aaron was being squeezed this time, it is Texture coming for that late flank. Players in heaven knows. Anybody going to be watching for this one? You've got to be aware of it, surely, that a ramp they could be playing and no Twisted gets away with it for free. The shots just going one after the other. Texture does eventually claim that kill, but so much to deal with right now, and the retake made that much harder by the fact that Rossi is using this operator and just unfortunate timing once more.
Timing ho raha hai, bhai. Timing ho raha hai.
Yeah, global esports getting outplayed. Vitality with nice protocols to clear out the Viper's pit. To Aaron's credit, he's been getting them into good positions. But Vitality are always able to sneak past them or blast their way through them and then surround them on all sides. The raw talent
Positive vibes rakho chat.
Twiston 16 and 4. Sender and Molsey also.
भाई जोश रखो यार, जोश नीचे नहीं जाना चाहिए. जोश रखो.
जोश, hype.
जोश के साथ likes
need
भी
to see a
रखो.
bit more resistance.
Hype, guys, hype.
This double updraft play from Twiston.
Yeah,
with the dives as well.
Okay.
Sage Wall updraft.
Not gonna spot.
वैसे नहीं मतलब मैंने देखा हुआ. First time.
ने उनके MVP player को
No, वैसे नहीं बोल
That's
रही.
actually
मैंने
another
देखा ही है.
Ascend classic being called from Bone
all the way back in
I've seen CNET do that.
So desperate times here for global esports. Got to get something else on the board. It's a half by round from them, so the weaponry is that much weaker. But so far on their defense side of split, it's not looking too good.
साइफर भी लर्न कर रहा है, ओमन भी लर्न कर रहा है, इनका जेट भी कभी-कभार लर्न कर लेता है टाइम टू टाइम.
Even a 4-8 half.
तो कॉल्स रहते हैं ना भाई.
With the pistol, maybe you start to have some belief. All the time in there.
नहीं मार सकते उसको.
Is he even going to think about reclearing mid?
No, and they've just contacted all the way up behind. Not sure if they just heard Munyan or what, but yeah, as he goes to re-clear it, was just so unaware. Just left out of SK Rossi. He's only got the Bucky.
उसके पास बक्की था यार, क्या ही करेगा वो.
Really, really well played by Vitality. How slowly they were playing that one. Not willing to give anything away.
And that is a prime game in Flawless. Vitality currently
उनका जेट
so
अलग नहीं मार रहा है यार. Not मार रहा है बे.
We've actually seen Split be somewhat attacker-sided when people have been buying these double duelist positions. But then the other problem with that is too, that when people run the heavy defensive comps, they're not racking up enough rounds on the attack side themselves to equalize it. So maybe we're seeing the double duelist meta come back. People like Loud also playing it on this map.
Bro, 19-4.
Twisted and Mossy have put on a masterclass, and I think Bone Cold's calling in general. He just understands this map so well.
Early fight for control here, and yeah, it is that final chance, Josh. The Cosmic Divide going to be used very early on here by Global Esports just to try and deny control of
bizarre ultimate
areas of the map at once. But I mean, Vitality, they just contact up through this, and there's going to be that paranoia.
Nice.
Lovely play to deny that one. Multi, the satchels were clean, the movement was nice, but he does get taken down on the high ground, and despite the fact that Bone Cold was vulnerable, he wins out that engagement. Seeker's going to be giving him a lot of information that the players found their way onto the site now. They're just containing. Twiston holding close now below into hell. He's going to be taking first contact for them. Varying up his angles. Is it going to be cleared? Not quite well enough.
Nice.
Where's the second player there where Bazzi peeks?
Nice.
Oh, perfect timing though from Texture.
Nice.
Picks up Sender in mid.
A very nice final round now. Texture does have the ult, but he rips it out at just the wrong time.
Nice.
Finding that one, still one player left alive. You cannot get it. The swing is just perfection. Munyan will claim the round for his team and get at least 3 on the board for this first half.
A lifeline, one last desperate lifeline. Unless you're on the 9-3 curse hype train, This is looking like a
हो जाए भाई,
brutal
हो
beginning
जाए.
to split. 20 kills from Twisted. And something makes me think he's not going to slow down in the next half.
Yeah, this is a hell of an opening for Vitality, honestly, on the global stage like this. And global esports.
Good positive है. यहाँ पे भी hype बन
Really
रहा है.
pull up the bootstraps as we head into that second half because it's only going to get more difficult from here. But that's going to do it for the first half of this map. Let's send it down to the desk to break it all down.
Thank you so much, fellas. And there you
गोल्डबे क्या सिन गोल्डबे वो लोग का जेट
उनका जेट क्रेजी है यार
भाई बंदर बना दिया
फुल सपोर्ट मिल रहा है उसे यार वो उसके साथ रेज है ना दोनों घुस रहे हैं वो
अरे लेकिन वो अकेले
घुस रहे हैं वो एक्चुअली
जो पहला राउंड भी वो अकेले घुस के जो 2 जन को मारा उसने कोई ही स्किल फर्स्ट हाफ
सिर्फ डब्ल्यू दबाया
ये देखियो
कहां जा रहे हो जेट भाई भाई मैं तो पहली बार सुन रहा हूँ भाई इसका नाम पुस्टर
कहाँ से भाग के वापस गया देखना ये भी क्लच के
यार इसकी साउंड तो आई होगी यार उसको
किसका
ये जब मेन से भागते हुए आया
नहीं
मेरे को भी समझ में नहीं आया वो ऐसे पीछे मुंडे करके क्यों किया उसने
हाँ जब मेन से पड़ा तो पीछे मुंडी करके क्यों किया उसने हाँ वही
इतना वो नहीं रहेगा ना कि ऑडियंस का भी साउंड रहता है कॉल्स भी रहता है अंदर जो बात कर रहे हैं
कद्दू का ऑडियंस साउंड भाई वहाँ पे है ही नहीं इतना
कुछ तो रहेगा कैसे नहीं
भाई एरिन ने मारा भाई
एरिन ने अच्छा करा भाई एक राउंड तो इसने निकाल दिया साइफर ने वो वाला थर्स्टी वाला फर्स्ट राउंड भी इसने निकाला पिस्तौल वाला
वो थर्स्टी गलत ही थे वो
वो 3 मस्त मारा बे लेकिन टैप टैप टैप
अन्ना लिखे कुछ चैट में
एम दिख रहा है कहां पे
अन्ना ने चैट में लिखा
कहां पे
वो वीसीटी की मेन चैट में
क्या करके
9-3 कर सिम कभी
अपना भी कुछ है वैसा सपोर्ट करने भाई सब किल्स में नजदीक है सब सिवाय जेट के बाकी सब आसपास है आसपास वो प्लेयर आसपास नहीं वो आसपास समझ रहे हो
performance and it was Twiston who said in the interview series we did that little pre-tape that their team doesn't have any star players but might be
guys like करो 14k likes के नजदीक है like करो
I think the Vitality players, it's definitely a dark horse team but they may become some star players later on down the road. Right, Global Esports with a big engagement. They've got past Estrian.
Still, they need to
nice.
have a position. They do take the fight.
Nice.
The players and making sure that the space
nice.
is good. When he's one out, still Morsi tries to make the play there. Every single bullet in the clip being used as he rattles off the shots from the Sheriff. Let's get that one. Still texture. It's a quirky position.
Nice.
Double faces. They all drop down. A classic right clicks. Definitely working out for them, and they know where the final player is. Twiston. He's got the most to do.
Nice, guys, nice.
Does have that Sheriff. Now just waiting. Trying to see if Global Esports will give him an easy kill. First a stun, and that swing is just ever so slightly delayed, but luckily found regardless.
And actually really good training there. I think the swing from Bazzi, or swinging off other players' contact in general, there was a trade from Monye that came through. That looked really good. And then also Bazzi swinging at the end to shut down Twiston looked nice. So,
yeah.
A pretty drilled pistol round actually coming out from Global Esports. Gives me a little more confidence that they could mount some form of comeback. But they have to make sure that after winning the pistol, they don't immediately fall to the Sheriffs, because that was the story of the first half. Both pistols going the way of Global, but it didn't net them any momentum in the first.
अभी को नहीं हारना
Just how they want to play this one because
Cypher ही आगे please please
double face. You can see Sender just holding from mail as well. What's going on? Util being used just exploded out into mid.
Blue भाई
A lot of space being gained. Now you see that satchel play. Boombox clears a lot of these angles, and it's up to Aaron to see if he can hold down one angle, and he does indeed. There's no one going to be taking him out with any stray plays there. In order, but Twiston get a bit of an upgrade in the form of that Sheriff. So it's been dealt with, but the site should be relatively free now for Global Esports to get this plant down.
क्या ट्विस्टन तो कोई बोलेगा कि हेड के नीचे भी बहुत सारी चीजें
Rebounded, and you got to be joking.
Nice, Rossi.
Safe hands from Rossi.
Sound आया.
Sender heard him.
Oh my word, you got to be kidding me.
This Vitality team is so cracked with the Sheriffs.
Yeah, just finding so many opportunities, and they are just making the most of it. One after the other, isolated down to that 1v1 Sender. He's Lodo, has to nail the shot, and nail it he does. All the players weakened. And it is just a repeat of that first half. Global Esports, they win the pistol round and immediately lose it to the Sheriff purchase.
Bro.
It's tragic. An absolute tragedy for Global Esports. They set themselves up for success with a great pistol round on both halves. But they just can't compete with this level of talent. I mean, look at that. These shots are absurd.
He was low also.
The final one from Sender is just good communication that the player is weak enough, but Global Esports offering so many 1v1s, and Vitality are super happy to take them.
मैंने call दिया था
Something to be said as well about Vitality's composition being that much more simpler as well. They can obviously focus much more on the trading, the team plays, individual moments.
Bonecold's wall here is so annoying to deal with on an eco round for Global. It takes every bullet in the pistol just to get rid of it and have any semblance of mid control.
Yeah.
And you've got a nice cam setup there that helps them control A ramp, get a bit of information, or even set
Double face just missing Destrin as he was peeking for that information. Sends out that paranoia as well. Slows down a faster play. And Vitality are swarming it now with the rest of their players, making sure that they contain that choke point that was being watched for.
But there's less than a minute on the clock. They don't control any area of the map. And Global
यार
Esports
तो
are 14
महंगा पड़ गया रे बहुत.
They need a sheriff pick.
And there you go.
Yuck.
Once more.
6-8 होता था भाई स्टोर.
Found there just from a stray peek.
दोनों thirsty बहुत महंगा
I
पड़
believe
गया.
the spike was dropped down to the floor as
दो
well.
thirsty में भाई
at least attempting to rotate, and Twisting can hear it all. Right through sewers, making all the noise in the world. Flash play around the corner. Nobody high. Clearing this. That is a window, and the place was seen him, and there is the capitalization. Dropping down. A little bit inaccurate with the aim, yet still Mulsi will nail the shots and clean up the remaining players.
Yeah, Global found themselves an opportunity, but again, just no
पहली बार जेट को बीट करते
coordination
हुए
on how
देखा
they're
मैंने.
getting in through a choke point. It's stuff that
15
needs to
round
be drilled, and they'll get there over time. But for now, Global are really struggling to get that second player in behind Texture, or even offer any utility for Texture to be favored. I mean, look, there's 3-4 seconds before the next player swings there.
15 round में पहली बार विश
And no
किया
utility to help Texture get into the site. And I feel like that's just been a repetition. Every retake, every attempt to attack.
Steadily, the wiggle room afforded to Global Esports to stay in this map is just getting shortened.
Sorry, I'm just watching the exact same kind of setups that I've seen before on Split from teams like Ascend, teams like... I mean, this Vitality team has got great protocols on Split.
Taken, dropping down into ropes.
भाई ऐसे कौन आउटस्कोप करके बैठा रहता है भाई ऑलरेडी 23 किल है तेरे.
Not going to be given any easy opportunities to take a stray shot.
This might be over peaking from Destro.
Oh,
wow, okay. Timing
so
is,
clean.
Yeah. And just backs away on top of it. Multi. Seems like they're trying to get a read that this could have been the B split.
दोनों बंदे मार दिए बीमन के.
Contact playing in the very final moment. Fires it off into the corner. Gap of the wall means that he'll be able to get back to safety. And damage was done, but no kill claimed onto Bazzi. Could be quite critical. He still has his ult in his hands.
मैंने दोनों मार दिए.
Holding on top of the rope though. Dodge to the side. Good info gained. Now there's 40 seconds left in this round, and it needs to be just a bit more put behind into this round. They do get these kills traded out, but a paranoia is going to be again putting a stop to this. There's no fast play behind it. Even that smoke, I think, eating up the flash. Now they're going to be clearing this corner out effectively, dropping down to the floor. The aim not reset enough to take that fight. So Vitality, they earn their way to that 12th round, and now one more round stands between them and winning this map.
So far, EMEA is a region in shambles other than Navi. But this Vitality team, definitely a dark horse. Looking pretty excellent here, though, in terms of the raw talent and the way that they understand the map. So far, at LOCKIN, it's been APAC taking names, but this one is definitely going the opposite way.
कोई नहीं हुआ
Vitality is so in control.
भाई
And the
क्या
weapons are
एंगल लेके
brutal here
बैठे
for global esports.
Yeah, you have to force up into this, obviously.
इन
No
लोगों को
more
ब्लाइंड चाहिए
opportunities.
ओह टाइमिंग हो
Into
गया
that B split, a heavy take into B.
मरा ये मरा
Sender.
किसने वो
Rifle spray down, just about. Gets the aim online.
मरा
Now you can see
किसने
that Viper's
वो
pit. Scattered out cross through the choke point, but no one is dealing with this guy. Just perched up in that heaven position, and Aaron, desperation pushing through, but Vitality, they clean it up. And it just looks like another day in the office for this team. We had questions coming into this series, but so far Vitality, that dark horse aura that's just been surrounding them, looks like people weren't joking.
Not at all.
Wow.
Spoon feeding, twisting the kills. Is that the metaphor there? But that was also global esports peak. That was their map. That's where Aaron feels comfortable. And I don't think the macro game plans were honestly that bad, but it all came down to the details. The devil is in the details.
Yeah, दो
and
अब दो thrifty मतलब 4 राउंड होते हैं पता है?
वो क्या यार?
दो thrifty मतलब 4 राउंड तो यूं ही दिए यूं ही.
ठीक है वो था क्या?
अपना था मैक पे.
अरे उनका था मैं बोल रहा हूँ नहीं उनका था
अपना
अपना अरे अपना सेकंड है जंक्शन
नहीं ये लोग ने अटैक चूज किया था ना गोल्ड भाई
अटैकिंग मैप हो गया
ये नहीं अपना था गोल्ड भाई अपना पिक था हाँ अपना पिक था
अपना था
राजू जेट पे निकला गाइस क्योंकि वो लोग ने 1 महीना प्रैक्टिस किया है ऐसा नहीं सीधा वहां पे जाकर
बजा भाई उसके बाद ये प्लेट खाना वाना कुछ
प्रैक्टिस यार ये स्टैट्स बनाए नहीं वर्कआउट किया उतना कोई सीन नहीं चिल करो
रिमोट किया
चिल करो
भाई तो बिल
हैं आराम से भाई
उसने कैसे किया
सूप जैसा ऐसा कुछ किया
सूप हाँ
सूप नहीं किया उसने
स्पून फीड
मतलब क्या?
क्या सीन
मतलब क्या है?
क्या सीन यार नेक्स्ट मैच कुछ देखने मिल सकता है हाँ देखो एक तो तुमको मानना पड़ेगा रॉसी रीचिंग टू दैट प्लेस इज अ बिग थिंग यार चैट इज अ बिग थिंग वो बात तुम लोग एग्री करो
वापस जाना है इसी में बैठ के
ठीक है अभी जो यहाँ पे हो रहा है वो लोग अपना बेस्ट नहीं दिए वो ये बात चलो मैं भी एग्री करूँ बट नो हेट यार वो लोग बहुत अभी फॉर्म हुए हैं 5 पूरे नए यहाँ पे हो रहा है वो लोग अपना बेस्ट नहीं दिए वो ये बात चलो मैं भी एग्री करूँ बट नो हेट यार वो लोग बहुत अभी फॉर्म हुए हैं 5 पूरे नए प्लेयर्स है किसके साथ कोऑर्डिनेशन कुछ नहीं यार चिल है यार so it I think this type of gameplay is so tactical there's a reason why it doesn't happen and जी फाइटिंग हाँ
ये कैसे पता लगेगा कि अपना ही पिकता है यार
मैप अपना था वो
साइड उनका था
साइड अपना था
अभी मैप उनका है साइड अपना है
मैप अपना प्लस डिफेंडिंग हम कैसे भाई
वो लोग ने अटैकिंग लिया ना अभी नेक्स्ट मैप उनका मैप है और अपन लोग ने अटैकिंग लिया भाई स्प्लिट मॉडल का बेस्ट मैप था एसेंट के वक्त हाँ ये लोडिंग क्या हो गया अच्छा ठीक है
नॉकआउट है ना ये पूरा
स्पून फीडिंग किल्स इसका मतलब क्या है
बहुत इजी था ऐसा
हाँ क्या
हाँ
ऑब्वियसली भाई इधर ये लोग जीतते ये लोग भी बचते ये तो प्रैक्टिकल सी बात है भाई ये लोग भी चुप थोड़ी रहते भी करते
हैं भाई वो 4 राउंड थर्स्टी के वजह से दोनों साइड पे थर्स्टी यार इतना प्यास लगे उनको
तो थर्स्टी हुआ बात तो है
किससे यार दोनों
भाई मगर वो साइफर डीगल से जो मार रहा है ना क्रैक एम जो उसका
इसमें तो फिर भी टीके पिक करके एक मारा था भाई अटैक के साइड पे क्या 3 मारे तो उसने टाप करके
मारे थे भाई उसके पुश कर रहे थे उसने तीनों
डिफेंड में एक मारा ऐसा पिक करके टाप करके दूसरा तो चलो एंगल एडवांटेज था लेकिन अटैक वाला भाई क्रेजी मारा था भाई ट्विस्टन खेला भाई, कुछ भी बोलो भाई, ट्विस्टन खेला यार, कुछ भी बोलो, अप्रिशिएट करो, खेला तो खेला।
इसका ट्विटर हैंडल है
बहुत बहुत प्यारा
चुगली करूंगा मैं।
याद रहेगा ये, अभी नाम अपने को याद रहेगा
भाई, मगर उनका जेट कुछ भी कहो,
क्रेजी मारा
फुल डब्ल्यू।
ये वो वाला है, टूटा हुआ आंसू में वो वाला। अपने को और एनर्जी देना पड़ेगा भाई। कॉल करते यार, किधर है मेरा फोन?
मेरा ले लो, मेरा ले लो।
नहीं, मेरे को नंबर सेव है ऑन एज अ कोच। हेलो रॉसी, या एज अ कोच आई वांट टू टेल यू ओनली वन मिस्टेक दैट थर्स्टी शुड नॉट हैपन। इंग्लिश में बात करें क्योंकि बाहर है वो अभी। Thirsty should not happen, so that will secure 4 rounds, correct? And then what you have to do is you have to W a little of the A and the S and the D, correct? So you W a little, you kill, and then you S and you kill and you kill. Okay? Yeah, love you babes. Yeah, love you. ठीक। अब देखना, अब अगर ये जीते ना, जो बजूंगा मैं। क्या टाइम आउट पे मैंने कॉल्स दिए भाई स्मैक्सी से। हाँ, अगर मैंने इनको बोला डिस्कॉर्ड पे, मैंने अभी रॉसी से बात कर, तेरे को क्या लगता है लोग मानेंगे? क्या लगता है टीबोन मानेगा मेरे हिसाब से?
गाली देगा तेरे को पहले वो।
टीबोन मेरे हिसाब से मानेगा।
ट्राई कर।
हाँ?
ट्राई कर।
टीबोन मैंने अभी जस्ट रॉसी से बात किया। खत्म हुआ ना, ये लोग ब्रेक पे ना अभी।
कैसे बात की?
फोन पे, समझ रहा है? मैंने उनको बता दिया क्या करना है।
हो गया बहन, जो 4 पॉइंट भी नहीं आएंगे अब।
भाई 23
4 आए ना, ये भी नहीं आएंगे अब।
कंफर्म और टफ होने वाला, कंफर्म। मैंने बताया एकदम वर्ड टू वर्ड, कैसा लेफ्ट राइट सब एकदम बूम बाम।
ये तो चिंता है
भाई, ये था राउंड, ये राउंड। हाँ,
but details are where everything fell apart. You see these sheriffs coming through, sheriff savants, as we've gone ahead and given them on. They really just are incredible performers when they have those great consistency from G.
भाई उधर जो स्टार्टिंग में लिखा था ना, एसके रॉसी इज फर्स्ट इंडियन प्लेयर टू एवर विजिट इंटरनेशनल टूर्नामेंट, उसका एक पोस्टर बना के छाती में डाल दो, ठीक है? वहाँ पे ट्वीट आ रहे हैं,
Rossi is working so that future boys, Indian boys can run there, okay?
Girls also.
Boys and girls, yeah.
समझ?
Off, and they were giving a lot of these 1-versus-1 duels in positions where they had no business doing so.
Yeah, well, let's actually
थोड़ा coordination देखना मेरे को बस।
moment of the match here, because of course all eyes are on Malty and Twiston in this one, and I think that part of the reason why you have to highlight these two players here, they're coming in hot, they're showing what they're capable of doing, they're shutting down any ideas that that GE might try to conjure up here in these situations, and this is one of the reasons.
मेन वो जो कॉम्बो रहता ना, वॉम्बो कॉम्बो टाइप्स, जैसा उनका पता है, एक राउंड में ओमेन ने 1 वे स्मोक डाला बीमेन पे और रेज ने नेट डाला तो बीमेन कंट्रोल लिया, वैसा कुछ वॉम्बो कॉम्बो देखने नहीं मिला। ये अपना लाइनअप भी वैसा नहीं था एजेंट्स में, थोड़ा सा वॉम्बो कॉम्बो देखने मिल जाए।
चल भाई, होप दिस मैच थोड़ा सा
होपफुली
Guys, positive vibes लाओ, energy दो, next map अपना होगा।
Why?
Be positive, let's go.
Vicky बोल रहे positive
opportunity. Words are hard today for me, everyone.
Mode now.
You would think
you've been talking to Carmen Core?
Holy shit.
Here's SK Rossi. You go ahead and scan that QR code. But yeah, we're really looking set for just some more output from him. How do you feel about him on that Sentinel role, at least in split?
I mean, unfortunately, we didn't get to see too much. We saw him trying to push the operator
boss,
in his
ऐसा
hands,
move
which is
करता है
normally a
वो?
very faithful pair of hands to put the operator into, but unfortunately, he was just not quite hitting some of his shots. And I wonder how much of that is going to be nerves. We've heard from other players that had their debuts back in Champions and whatnot say, yeah, when you do get up on that stage, it is really terrifying. It does shake you up a bit, and I wonder if that's the case here for Rossi. And maybe going into the second map, he'll start finding his groove a little bit more.
He's gonna need to, because that first map, the defensive side, I think one of the
Full
issues
pressure,
was
यार,
not
camera
value
ऊपर
with
से,
those early
यार.
operator fights. They invested in it multiple times on that stage, and I don't think he was. He's gonna need to, because that first map, the defensive side, I think one of the
Full
issues
pressure,
was
यार,
not
camera
value
ऊपर
with
से.
This map in the past, obviously, when Chamber
Yeah,
was
agent
prime
pick,
and
eh?
was in play. But, you know, hey, we saw Chamber once in this tournament. Maybe we see Chamber again over here. Why not?
Agent
Crop
कौन
them
है?
every now and then, but
Agent
wasn't a very good look.
Guys, we are close to 20k likes. Make sure to hit the like
anyway,
button.
yeah, don't think we're going to be seeing the Chamber. I think it would be a bold move, Cotton. I think it's just going to be a bit more of what we
not
have
what we
seen.
all
Maybe some more
expected, but
standardized compositions, not necessarily the Harbor.
It's not what we expected,
All
but
right, Prime Gaming agent select here.
not a problem.
What do we get?
It is going to be interesting to see. We've seen, again, a couple different approaches to this map thus far at LOCKIN, but it's been very much fixated on these B-long fights, these well-set. It'll be GE starting on the attack, which I think should be a stronger side for them, and they do go for a jet composition. This is similar to what DRX was running, but they run the fade over the Sova, which I question, because I feel like you get a lot more synergy out of the Sova when you run it alongside the jet, but you're right, yeah, both teams have made that decision.
Yeah, either going for it, so it'll be really coming down to just who can pilot these
Reset,
All right, well, let's go ahead and jump into map 2. Of course, can we get a map 3? Let's go ahead and find out. Send it over to Brent Sideshow for the call.
It's the mirror comp. It's time to pro in map 2.
Yeah, that's the question, isn't it? Can we get to that map 3? But it all starts here on Pearl as our map number 2, and Vitality already leading the series 1-0 off the back of some, solid calling from Bonko. Listen, the guy was at the bottom of the scoreboard, but it was the calls that really sailed them away to a really dominant win.
Yeah, I think Bonkold's got a crazy journey as well. He made it to the top of the mountain, was all the way up at the peak of Valorant, lifting the 2021 Champions Trophy, and then dropped all the way down to play in the French leagues and the VRLs. I feel like Bonkold is the Sisyphus of Valorant. Yeah. He just pushed that rock all the way up the hill, and now he's back down at the bottom, pushing it back up again. But the struggle itself is enough to
free round.
He's just happy with the journey and the grind.
Lineup hai.
While other players might have just been,
I just learned a new lineup.
Career chasing that goal once. Bonkold's there for everything.
Oh, nice.
See a lot of util though pushing off this opening pistol round.
Nice,
It's so
nice.
important that Global Esports go
Nice.
to the start, and it's exactly what they're going to
Guys,
do.
hey, Abhi
Fights
bhi.
being taken this time. The players to back
Aram
them up,
se,
expand their
please,
protection
please,
everywhere.
forward,
You know,
please.
Defender's just
Nice.
working his way through, but finally the backup arrives now.
इससे मत लड़ो,
Players
लड़ो ही मत।
picked up, in fact.
मैं तो बोलता हूँ जो spike plant किया उसको भी निकाल के वापस ले
right
जाओ।
now, so they do actually need to be
ठीक मत दो।
relatively careful here.
बहुत मार।
They do have a crossfire set up just on the back of halls.
चुप जा भाई।
Util's going to be bleeding away that time. The Horn pushes him back just to the corner.
Nice. Let's go, guys. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
What we saw from the previous
Most crucial round. मैंने देख रहा है
rounds of great consistency.
मैंने
The
देखा।
question is now going to be,
जितने
can
बता
they
देना, please।
continue that? Can they actually convert it into
बहुत
another round
thirsty हो
on
गया।
back of
मैंने देख रहा।
Global might be the team with the highest pistol round win rate in the tournament to go home in the first round.
Yeah.
I mean,
क्या ये
they
लोग
need
ये जानने
to
वाले?
be able to convert off the back of this.
फिर देख रहा हूँ।
पाटू भाई।
They won 3 out of 3 of the
ओ
pistols.
पाटू भाई।
कोई नहीं है ऐसा।
आपको पता है ना हमको YouTube के राइट्स मिले देखने के।
If you look just at the minimap here, I think the danger could be averted.
मैंने उसको पहले बोल के रखा था।
Vitality have gone for a gamble stack.
बोलता है
Inside of the map completely. Oh no. Oh no.
Don't overthink
Surely Global Esports are not overcooking it. I think this is just going to be an
बच्चे वाली
ace.
हरकत है।
They're taking their time early on to set up A-Rin in A main.
Yeah. The knife from Mulsi did make them second guess things because that landed very late over towards A main.
Andy,
Faked
coach,
that
opening,
presence, but
please,
no, this time the Global Esports players will be just flooding into that A site.
चलो side खाली।
Forward to them.
Side खाली।
No resistance.
सारे के सारे छोड़ दो side। Yeah.
In one of the,
So,
one of the
nice
pistol
one,
rounds,
nice
or
one.
rather one of the
अच्छा,
follow-ups,
सब लोग मेरी बात
we saw the
सुनिए.
retake just
अच्छा.
so many opportunities where Global gave them
वो एक ही
1v1s
बात है.
and didn't
वो
trade.
जैसी है.
Playing offside here through main.
I
आराम से.
think this does favour the Spectre system, and the Global
Legion
Esports players are
suppress
so
मत हो ना.
pumped up. They can't help but trade, surely.
कोई सीन नहीं.
They're not going to be tagging onto the Ashen player. They're going to be able to get that pull. SK Rossi just moves forwards. They're losing a couple of players. Now to C's also claiming one of the targets there. Sticking onto Diffuse. Destrian, does he get half? Not sure. No, he doesn't. Denied that at least. And the spam through. This game plan. A little bit all over the place. Sticking to half. No way. Not a shot in hell. But time too low for him to make the most of that one again. So close. My word, they do just about scrape through and claim that round, but Global Esports is an expensive one for them to win.
They're going to give the Global Esports CEO an aneurysm. I mean, these second rounds are absurd. The decision from Rossi to push the smoke when Monya had already used his pull. There is no chance that
वो
anyone
मेरे
is on
हिसाब
the
से
spike there. And it's,
इन्फो ने
again,
ने
the
घुसा
small
कि
details
डिफ्यूज पे कोई नहीं है.
those
ये एक
rounds
ही रीजन हो सकता है.
losable for
Chat,
Global,
ये
but
एक ही
all
रीजन
right.
हो सकता है. तो उसने
They
बोला
get
रहेगा
through
कि
it,
डिफ्यूज
and
पे
they're going
लेके
to force
देख
up.
के आता हूँ.
So this is
ऐसा
not a bonus round.
मारा
This
तो
is
एक को
just a
मारा
straight
वरना
up
इन्फो को
rifle
मिल
v
गया कि
rifle
कोई
round
बैठा
in
था.
round 3.
ये एक हो सकता है.
Everything on the line. Whoever loses this, drop back down to an eco.
So much importance now being placed on this one.
आगे नहीं, please,
Global
please.
Esports not messing around, are they?
Jet,
Letting
nice.
that U-turn
और पीछे
through.
जा,
Knife's going to
और
get
पीछे
removed
जा.
though. I put a stop here to Global Esports trying to exec into this one because it's a little bit slow and it affords Twiston the right time to strike. What a flash through! Almost the entirety of the opposing team just blind to that one, dashing through to the side. And Smoke's being watched for Twiston, you absolute animal.
Because of
3
the-
kills claimed, but Bazzi will answer back. But he's left in this 1v2. This is going to be difficult for him. He tapped the spike. And just trying to at least hunt out one of the players. Doesn't give him an easy pass. Just trying to hunt him down.
Playing exactly the same on split too. Never offering opportunities for clutches to happen.
Jeez, bro.
Twiston is playing like a monster in this game though. He's
इसको भी
feasting.
मार देता मतलब
And because
थोड़ा
the
सा
trades are so poor
left
from
गया है.
home,
इसको
he's
भी
just
मार
able to
देता
take
हूँ.
one-on-one, then another one-on-one, and another one-on-one. He always gets the opportunity to reset his spray, reset his aim, because Global are just not quite sharp enough on it.
The kills end up flooding through, but then there's just a 1-2 hit, honestly. Vitality always ready.
8 राउंड निकालेगा लग रहा है मेरे को.
Just never letting Global Esports
Feel
regain
रहा है.
that kind of balance. And so, push down to that eco round. We were highlighting the importance of it.
अभी तक का रीड वीड तो सब बराबर है.
Buying into that previous round, but Global Esports just taking their time for now. They're playing for that heavy A main control, just trying to grab some orbs, get some ults online potentially for the next one.
Twiston's going looking, hunting for the
बाबा.
fights.
So greedy, but
But also so confident,
he
right?
does, I mean, he's not going to give away a gun. He's got a
Master
shorty in his
नहीं है
blade
कुछ
store,
भी.
so he can afford to
इसको
make a play
कुछ
like
नहीं
this.
मालूम पड़ेगा.
Normally, be frowned upon.
Yeah.
Might be donating a rifle, but
Did he catch a glimpse of somebody?
Yeah.
He knows they're in art either way.
right now, just being taken and that swing timing around the back.
Barabar.
Reset there on the knives. SK Rossi doesn't get
अभी तो
any
बूस्ट
sort
हो
of
के आए हो,
bailout.
आप चुप रहो, बूस्ट हो के आए हो. कितने मैच
भाई,
जीते हो?
So 2-2 going to be that scoreline early on here in Pearl. Imperative now that Global Esports can regain their
भाई
footing.
दो गेम जीता ना, आप भी जाओ ना उधर फट भाई.
They've got some big ults to work with. I mean, there's nothing really happening in that prior round, the anti-eco, but this is one where Aaron needs to
Nice.
pick up a strategy.
अभी अपना जीतना है. ठीक है, अपने को पता है कि जेट बी खेल रहा है.
Ultimates to apply a lot of
अब
pressure. I
सिर्फ
think
उसको
Global
मारना
Esports'
है.
composition is probably
वो
gonna
वाला
be
करे
played
कि
against
अपना
the
जेट
A
भी
side
उधर
more
जाके
because they
वो
don't
वाला
have
जो
a
ऊपर
very
नीचे
good
वाली
way of
टीम ने किया था ना वो
approaching
मस्त
on
किया.
B. You can see the spike leaning in that
सिर्फ
direction.
यहाँ से केओ ब्लाइंड देता था.
The question of how to
स्मोक
apply
ऊपर
B
लेता था
pressure
और
is
फिर
also
जेट
got to be asked. Both teams,
वो
of
लेता.
course, run in the same comp, so
ओ तेरी
This could
टिस्टन
be
ने
a real
आप लगा
danger.
दिए बड़े बड़े.
Twiston's updrafted up onto this box ahead of time. With an operator in his hands as well, he can watch all the way down this angle. The util didn't clear him away.
Why are also not playing
it is
Duelist?
also a
Because they
dangerous
have
position to
practiced
hold,
like
because we've seen
this.
texture could double
देख
up
रहे हो ये
drafting, get
एक्स्ट्रा
kills
कहाँ
in
पे
with
आ
the
गई?
knife.
But Okay, contact reclear now into A main. Destrance taken. Slide off angle now behind this box. That wasn't really an attempt then.
Shot,
The crosshair placement was good, but does not get the
shot,
kill
at the moment.
Yep, dropping down to 10 health. Someone yet survives.
Apni Astra 1
Double
HP
Esports are just picking apart Vitality at the seams is what it feels like, and now it's on Twiston.
ये बड़वा अभी गया इधर.
Just a bit of an ego peek there, but he operated through that smoke, gets the 1 kill. Horn going to be spotting out Monty, drops down an aid, but yet none the wiser
Look
in
where
his astral form.
Look where SK Rossi is here. He's gone all the way through B on the world's longest flank.
I know, Twiston's watching for it. He's watching for it. Seems to be just aware that this could be a possibility. Angle's being watched.
Nice.
Pop flash play as well for that re-clear. And now
Twiston,
time
stop
needs to be
watching the
paid
flank.
for. Yep, the flank not being watched for. Tap onto the spike, and all the pressure is on. Shorty, man.
Let's go!
Gun, but it won't save you against that.
Now the line up there from Vitality, pretty big
Mera
mistake,
dil.
but an understandable one. Great play from SK Rossi. I was worried that his flank would be
Sheesh, mera
either
dil.
bait or watched for, because Twiston felt like he had to read the whole time that Rossi was coming around. I don't know quite how Global Esports got read like that, but still, Rossi coming up with the goods. That's the first round where we've really seen him take control of the game.
Repair, sorry guys, I will try not to.
Repairs ho gaya, sorry.
So back and forth. Fast play with a blade storm. You can see
Rossi चला रहे
across.
वहाँ पे chant हो रहा है.
Now that Cosmic Divide as well. So Nightfall's going to be used as a response to this one. Vitality making it difficult for them to commit onto
तीनों
this.
side खेलने वाले.
Global Esports should be second guessing this now because there's 3 players of Vitality just ready and waiting.
तीनों wall
That
के
is
आगे
great
खेल
work
रहे
from
हैं.
Bone Cold as well.
Pop
He had to
flash
use that
वाला scene
exactly in reaction to SK Rossi's ult. So he was prepped and knew perfectly what he wanted to do. Read the play and countered it.
It does feel like Global Esports have been thrown a bit off balance here. Now it's a scramble. 5 players now grouped up. They use that Prowler to re-clear deep into B main, but
I would have loved to see Aaron use his lockdown as a fake re-hit
इसके
onto
बाद
the
अभी
A
जेट
site
घूमेगा.
to
ये
allow
reveal के
Global
बाद
Esports
घूमा
to go
जाएगा.
for this pivot, but they're making it really noisy. A lot of utilities stomping the footsteps all along, and Vitality are just
अपने को लेके मरेगा जेट.
there's no nuance in this approach from Global Esports.
Blind push.
All the noise in the world right now.
Nice blind.
What a timing to take Monjet. Ripping off the header sector. Through though, and that spacing just not good enough. A collateral in play, and one after the other. They try to take the fight, but they will all fall. Twiston. Absolute masterclass in his performance, but again, it's just those little errors
bhai.
Global Esports that just doesn't allow them to
भाई
sail away with
बंदा
a round
मार
win.
रहा है भाई.
And when you leave these openings,
Bro,
a player like Twiston, especially
उसका
on
score
Jet,
11
allows you
score है
to
वापस.
take timings and then dash away to safety.
उसका
And he's
score
just
वापस 9
loving
score
it
है.
out
Last
there.
map पे उसका
Twiston's had
score था इतने
one
round
of the
में.
best opening games I can remember. He's 11-4 already after 6 rounds have been played. He had 20
Bhai,
kills at the half
respect,
on
bhai.
split. I can't remember exactly what he finished on. But this is an insane opener.
Now a fight to be taken. So risky a play,
क्या
you've just
scene,
got to
bhai?
be kidding me.
There's another one.
Yep.
It's over in a flash.
I mean, collateral after
2
collateral.
second में round खत्म.
The word flawless doesn't quite even sum that up. It's an understatement.
And yeah, it was an equal
क्या
round,
scene.
but even still, it's been a recurring theme, honestly, for Global Esports, dropping a couple of these rounds just from the fact that they've been able to swing with enough spacing between them. And honestly, it feels like right between your elbows. I mean, even he's like, okay, well,
भाई मानना भी
sure,
चाहिए.
not sure how I achieved that one.
Sure, I'll take it.
Within 10.
अभी नहीं बाद में.
Global need to find an answer. They still haven't found an opportunity to use Aaron's lockdown. Aaron's been playing
कोई
the middle of
texture
the
ने भी
map,
op लगाया.
trying to push and pull the different pieces that he has on his chessboard, but
Oh.
he hasn't really found enough
Miss भी करता है
opportunities to
बंदा
get involved
very.
himself, and Aaron was actually one of their biggest players on split.
There's diligence there, though, from Global Esports, making sure to jump peek these corners
Bhai,
so
aap
they
bhi
can
ult
bait that
protection,
off
bhai.
shot. They know the Twiston's playing the other direction. Now the util's going to be
अभी घुस
sent
सकते
flying
हैं.
through. That's going to be a Prowler up close. Lockdown
ये
is a
लोग wheeling
response,
वाला
though.
smoke नहीं डालते
And
ना.
they know that this is going to get value. Because Bone Cold had cleared out the whole of A. However, Bone Cold running into Monya
भाई एक और fight है अभी.
does open a path for Global
Yes,
Esports
माफ
to just
कर.
pivot back.
There to be played, I suppose, but lockdown used ever so slightly later, so yeah. Clearing out this side of the space at the back of hall. Someone needs to break this turret. Texture just being whittled down to no health at all, but the players are weak.
Do they know the Vitality could be in back halls here? Do they know the lockdown?
No back halls control, and that's an immediate punish from that one.
Back
On a heaven position, he was offered a free shot, but it just about missed this one. Are they going to be able to get this plant down? They haven't cleared these players out of back halls again. Just seeing limits to it, and Destrin, he's caught this flank timing. No one's watching it. So many gaps in the play, and just like that, picked apart. Munyet, 1 star, has the pull. He can disrupt this one, but so much to do for him. Good timing off it. He is smoked away though, but that's going to dissipate. And it's all on this.
They don't know where he is.
What timing can he take? Buys his time, has to hit the shots, reset one at the avenue, but it's just being stuck.
And Twiston hitting the no-scope after someone tries to shorty him. How dare you shorty Twiston? 15 and 4.
हमारी भाई 70 HP में खेल रहा है वो.
Just not able to put together a round again.
अपना flank
The gap that Destrian exploits is inch perfect. He got into this position because he'd slunk his way, on the flank through B link. So while Bone Cold ran through spawn, Destrian managed to wiggle his way through the shop area. And he knew that Monya wasn't watching it.
Just not enough layers.
But also, Vitality are doing such a good job of just abusing all of the holds, right? It's one thing to know that your opponent's making mistakes, but Vitality are getting the punish every time.
Very intelligent gameplay from them. Another instance now where it is, of course, Global Esports knocked down to the weaker by. You can't have a repeat of that first map. Said earlier, if they can regain their kind of footing, but so far, obviously, distance between these rounds, 5-3 being that scoreline, it's not too wide. Still, a lot could be done.
Yeah, there's obviously chances back into this series. Especially if their players were feeling the nerves and that impacted the game and they can get over it.
Flash through, Hort's quite good, lands into the back of the side, but ever so slightly mistimed. And okay, Texture, let's see what you can do. Cloudburst laid down, his gun wasn't ready.
Gun run रहता तो शायद ये लोग जीत भी जाते
हैं. Was quite good there. Multi weakened, dropping down quite low. That's a double swing onto a high-low setup with the frenzy, just not enough bullets.
Gun run देता तो शायद जीत भी जाते हैं. ये execute अच्छा था.
Next round, the most important one though for Global. It's an opportunity to get the momentum back and put around on the board where you'll still be able to buy next time. Cosmic Divide can be massive. I mean, we've seen teams just pop Cosmic Divide down on B, go for the plant spot behind the box, play post plants off the back of that. There are certainly options here, but it's about how they navigate the space and make it so that Vitality aren't just stacking the side of the play. Oh, Vitality are looking like they want to fight really heavily over B here.
Feels like a hard read almost. They see that the Astra Wall is available. Not going to be giving them easy access to the top side there of B main.
And the brutal thing about this, Bren, is that if Twiston scares them away from B, look what Destrian's got for them on A. He's just sat in secret with an Odin, waiting to deny the plan.
The turret covering his head. Yeah. I mean, the setup is just so well thought out right now, and the alarm bot's going to give all the information for Sender to know that they are lurking their way through Art.
क्या ये लोग traps तोड़ के mid to B करेंगे? Is the question.
Made close though. That should push them back off that corner, but they haven't broken the alarm bot. So full knowledge to be gained now. Vitality know that nobody's committed off the back of that utility through Art.
And Twiston's dropped back into a more passive position where he still gets good info, and that's freed up Multi and Bone Cold to roam around the map and fill in the gaps.
That's a good knife though. We'll at least deactivate that alarm. Again, fill up the pieces. Twiston holding this one. It's a flash at Nightfall. Does push him back. Just absolutely eagle plays, fully blinded up with a pop flash, but blind fire. It seems like that Bone needs to be the difference maker. Vitality have dropped like flies, and his timing is absolutely everything, but the shots just do not land still. One after the other. SK Rossi, does he expect it to be a second player? The answer is no. This high ground position, a bit of spam there with the Odin. Destrian does reveal his position.
Call तो है भाई मैं एजिल बन सकता हूँ उसका मतलब.
Double swing there, and a weapon just not good enough for that job.
Good double face. That's what we've been missing.
That is what we've been missing, and despite the fact that Sender's crosshair placement was immaculate, not going to be afforded anything else.
I like the pathing from Global there. I think they found a really nice opening through B-Link. But what on earth was Malsey doing? Flashing with his knife out, running through the smoke.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's a major blunder. And so far,
guys, almost 20k watching. Make sure to like and subscribe, guys. आप ice clash करो हम round जीत जाएंगे. यार मेरा call था यार.
You've got to give credit. The utility pressure from Global was great as they went through B-Link. They pushed Twiston away. They just also got gifted the kill on Malsey. Can they string together this one opportunity into a decent half here? They still have this Cosmic Divide. A B site hit would be nice, but I think Sender's got the read.
Problem है कि अगर Astra ulti मार के घुसेंगे ना, damage खाएंगे, क्योंकि KO का नेट भी है, plant करने मिलेगा नहीं.
My big problem though is Global are creating no pressure on the other side of the map. Destrian has already been confident enough to just poke his head around A main. Oh, yep, nothing there. And there's 4 players already on the B side. Global need to have a bit more of a spread presence.
यार ये थोड़ा अजीब है, मतलब 5 जन एक जगह फाइट करने फिर वापस क्यों बहुत एंगल्स और चेक करके क्लियर करना. उससे तो एक को बेस में रख के ये देखने ऐसा एरिड मरेगा.
Okay, so now actually cutting a bit of noise and offering the tiniest of noises and pressure in mid has made the defenders spread out a little bit, but not enough.
Aware, surely, because look at this reposition. Close to the corner, Sender's there. Is there going to be util to clear them out? Usually there's a seize that accompanies this push. Lassie does have it available, and they just push forwards. Shorty's in their hands. Right up in the air, inaccurate, still finding the kill. Have been
ulti stun right
now. You gotta be kidding me. You gotta be kidding me. Oh my goodness. Weakening the players. Still they answer back and into the back of the halls. It's just a fight being taken. SK Rossi winning it out and just claim that area of the map for them. Down to Destrian. What can he do here? Weakening the players. Still they answer back and into the back of the halls. It's just to him. 55 health drop down, a bit of random spam. Finds the first kill, but he did not get half on this defuse. Dash enabled. Sticking all the way through, and oh my goodness, almost making the play, but in the end.
Just saying 4v2 tha.
Well, that is an incredibly close round. But I think Global Esports has done a great job there. Their ability to get into the site and use the Cosmic Divide to get into a favorable post plan, I like that. They're finally being able to string a couple of rounds together, and this is already a good half. 5 rounds on the board. If they can push it to 6, they've really started to apply the pressure to Vitality. And you're seeing the players get a bit more confident. They're waking up.
If they can make this an even half, it'll be beautiful for them. Lovely setup. This fight is about to take place. Right there and then. Should making a name for himself, honestly, as well as that Korean Jet player in 2023. And Twiston has been so far an absolute demon in this series. Shutting him down early. It's going to be quite good for them.
Taking out the final boss in the early stages is definitely going to be useful. But there are other players that can be just as problematic. Onya's going to have to control this.
The timing there was just so unfortunate. Onya dropping into his Astra form, but now there needs to be some pace. Moving all the way forward, trying to take control of the back of this site, and oh my goodness!
They're planting in the open.
Just beamed all the way down, nothing covering them as well from that position. Bonecold's handed some of the easiest kills of his life. And now the lockdown. Just layer after layer. Pushing the players back texture, just cannot quite get out of there. And SK Rossi in that 1v3. The pride of India. But with 25 seconds left, he's put in an impossible task.
We saw Aaron win a 1v3 earlier on to give Global Esports the first pistol round.
One.
Rossi's got the talent.
Fight being taken, but not much time left into this one. Util just being dumped through and a wall watched for. Destrian knew that time pressure was on. And 7-5 will be that scoreline. Global Esports fighting back in their own way, making it quite respectable.
Yeah, I think that is a respectable half. That's what you're looking for from Global. Applying some pressure. If they can come out with the pistol round win and follow up again, which would be 4 out of 4 pistol rounds, but if they can do it, this is still a really close match.
And now a very special halftime as well. Let's throw it down to Yinsu, who's got a special guest for our halftime
First
interview.
pistol is the key. First pistol is the key.
That is right, Bren and Saisho. I've got Rishi with me, the co-founder. We waited a long time to see your players up on this stage. You know, how does it feel to finally see them play? I see you guys down there supporting them as well.
Yes, it feels amazing. It's crazy. We didn't think we'd get this far, but here we are, playing on the biggest stage in the world.
Yeah, I love hearing you guys cheer for them as well. All of the GE fighting coming on as well. What do you make of their performance so far? That was a really close half.
Yes, it's been okay so far. I know this is usually how the team starts, so even when they're scrimming, the first map is usually the slowest and then they pick up pace. It's looking so far so good. I think we should be able to pick up and take this map out and hopefully take it to map 3.
Oh, you have faith?
Yes, I have to.
Now, if you could, you know, talk to your players right now, give them a little bit of motivation, what would you say to them right now?
Oh, wow. It's easy. GE fighting.
GE fighting?
Yes.
Anything else? I feel like a couple of them looked a little bit nervous in the beginning, but they're really picking up the pace now.
No, I think they're okay. A lot of them have experience on stage before, and the people that I was worried about are Money and Texture because they haven't played on such a big stage before. So I think they're doing pretty good. I think now the team is just getting warmed up. They'll be good.
We're going to get to a map 3. You're promising me this. You're confident. Oh, I'll take it. Okay, let's get a GE fighting at home for the fans that are watching.
Okay, perfect.
GE fighting!
GE fighting.
Yes!
And also shout out to the 300 plus people watching at our watch party.
Okay, I love that. I love that shout out. Thank you so much for joining me. I can't wait to see what they can do in the second half, and I'm going to pitch this back to Saisho and Bren to get it on the way.
I will do it.
G fighting.
7-5. First pistol is
much better for
important.
them in comparison to the first match we were just watching on Split, where it was very one-sided. You know, when you have new rosters being formed in this fashion, like Global Esports, talent coming from many different directions, different teams as well, different nationalities, there's always a risk that they might just falter on the big stage like this.
Yeah, but heading into this pistol round,
First
it's going to be so
round.
important.
Kya scene
I
bhai?
think it's almost too much to ask that Global Esports could win 4 out of 4 pistols.
Kuch ho
But
jaye.
so far, they've been good for it. They've had set plays, and I feel like
If I'm not wrong, क्या हम लोग 3 out of 3 है pistol round में? If I'm not wrong, are we 3 out of 3?
plays mentally too.
Huh?
This one's
G5.
really important.
And so a lot of focus being placed now onto this pistol round, but you already see it. Waves of that utility being used. Hammered into the back of the B side, Twiston up close, and there's that Nana Smoke. Texas just trying to evacuate. He's dropped down low and does fall, but SK Rossi.
Oh, God!
2 kills claimed, making it that much more difficult for them, and still the flank being watched for.
Nice play.
Yeah, controlling that spray down, so watching for the flank. Now it's down to the 2 players of Vitality. Moscow will get this plant off. There's not going to be any pressure applied to try and disrupt them, but Destron with the timing, no one really watching that one.
Nice,
Now
nice.
taking the swings all together. Munyet inside of his
Nice!
The swing is there from Making sure that they can slam dunk once again. Another pistol.
4 out of 4. Guys, we are 4 out of 4 in the pistol rounds.
सुनो, मोनेट को जो पहला चप्पल पड़ा था ना, उसका मुंह देखना था वहाँ पे कैसा बना के भागा था।
ये ना?
मोनेट को जब शुरू में पड़ा था ना पहला
यार ले एक बंदा स्वॉर्म ग्रेनेड से मरा रे बाबा।
And Brent, I know we've talked a lot about Rossi, but I feel like he's just such a cool player in terms of his backstory and his motivations. And I was watching a recent interview that he had with Yinsu, and he said that he's done well domestically, but that was never his goal. He said, in India, we always worship foreign idols, foreign teams. We never had an Indian team to look up to or an Indian player to look up to because we had no achievements outside our country. SK Rossi was saying, I need to change that. I am in a position to change that. This is my moment. I need to do it. I mean, that just speaks, I think, to the way that Global Esports is approaching this game, and the way that Rossi is approaching this game. And this is a winnable map for him.
Yeah, so winnable. That importance as well for
क्या टिब्बो ने बोला स्मोक बराबर है?
We really have been hammering this point home, but it's a region that's just been marred, I think, by issues with the infrastructure as well. Just really kind of like putting a damper, I think, on the esports scene. This is a massive moment. See if they can make the most of it here on this big stage for SK Rossi.
Yeah, can you
बात तो सही बोल रहा है।
And the rest of Global as well. I mean, it's
Infrastructure तो
players from all over the place.
E-sport
different backgrounds, different
e-sports
stories,
infrastructure
which
बोल
makes
रहा
it
है,
a
सही
really
बोल रहा
ambitious
है।
project.
Nice texture.
अभी हम लोग बहुत पीछे हैं रे।
Texture picking up both of those kills over on A and shutting down one of the biggest threats. A 3v5 for Vitality. Surely it's unwinnable, even with the Sheriff potential.
Even with the Sheriffs, I mean, oh my goodness,
No,
looking a bit awkward.
hello. ये बात।
Nowhere near as awkward as it has been in the prior map. Already just layering into the util. Sees the horn, everything being used. Multi.
दौड़ाओ
So this time, Global Esports able to win out in that anti-eco round. Not too much damage being done to their own economy. So much
Vitality
better
अगर अभी
beginning
ये
to this
राउंड
half.
स्लो खेला ना थोड़ा लेफ्ट फ्लैट लग रहा है मेरे को जो टरेट ने बहुत ही खो दिया था भाई
Round 2,
ओपोनेंट
Global
का
Esports
लो
barely
आर्मर
kept
पे
anybody alive, and they had to
ठीक
buy
करके
up
तोड़ा ही
round
लो
3
आर्मर
so
पे
they
तीन
didn't
प्लेयर
get a bonus. With how cleanly Texture
टेक्सचर
dealt with
सेक्सी
these
मारा ना
players, they've
3
got
के
a
मारा
good
मेरे
bonus
हिसाब
round.
Yeah.
So do we see a set strat? Can they damage the Vitality economy? Can they keep some
मतलब
momentum?
एक मिनट
For the
फुटबॉल ने
first
कितना सब
time in this
चेंज किया
entire series, the play is
उनका भी लो
actually in
है
Global
लो है
Esports' hands.
यार मानना तो पड़ेगा फैक्ट्स और फैक्ट्स क्या बोलते हैं अर्चा
A battle
just spitting
not going to be taking place just yet, but that slow take of A main control from Vitality. Have the rifles, of course. At the same time, that util being sent forwards is just
Nice.
forward alone. Just to make sure that they've got presence, and this time the swing timings are there. They were spaced up, overlapping each other. There was potential for that spray down, but the side going to be gained. So Vitality realizing it's been offered for them. And now the flank timing. Twiston is so pushed all the way into their spawn with the rifle in his hands right now, and it has been cleared, but where's the trade? It's not there!
Oh, that's
Sprays
unbelievable!
them down and a dash back just to disengage. Wants to play with the rest of his team in his high-low setup. Brutal to try and break through. Texture, in the midst of all of this, that's managed to find himself a rifle, but 2v4, might as well try and play it. A bit of a spam again, just onto that common angle means that Monye's dealt with, and oh my goodness, just dragging that one all the way down, finding the final bullet.
First half हो गया यार
The spray control from Twiston and Molson.
मैं मिस कर दी ना थोड़े राउंड
आप और राका सेम
नहीं
And once again,
मैं
the
मिस
same
कर
is
दी ना
split.
थोड़े
This
राउंड
duo, this relatively unknown duo to the global stage is
हर के और
only-
ये वाला
मारना चाहिए था पता
And
है
if you talk to any fans of EMEA, Twiston and Molson,
हाँ ये वाला मारना
they're,
चाहिए
they're primed. They're ready to take that next step up to the big stage and show everybody how talented they are. Underrated, but very skilled.
They have just been waiting for that opportunity to showcase what they can do on the global events, on the global stage.
And that bonus round from Global didn't actually do very much damage to the Vitality economy. So...
What play? Oh my goodness.
Oh, Texture didn't take a point of damage, but I don't know how.
Yeah, I mean, just about gets out of there, doesn't it?
No.
Still, another pop flash
Blind.
play.
Oh, nice
Oh my
one,
goodness.
Monye.
Just running
Nice
circles
one,
around
Ray.
them, spraying them down, a bit of inaccuracy,
Nice
helping them out,
one.
and well, the main choke point also being watched for. Texture, a bit more of a defensive position from him, but this round so far just entirely secured him. Monyet, really.
Nice one.
Yeah, I think the
Guys,
biggest
8-8,
player has improved
and now
that one to
it's
map
eco.
2, and maybe shaking off some
So
of the nerves
9-8,
that, Rushi was
first
talking
time
about.
in the league.
It's Monyet.
After a
How many
half,
times did we see him push a small,
improving,
pick a bad
improving,
fight, not be there for a
improving.
trade on split?
Positivity रखो,
But
positivity
now
रखो.
World is
I'm only
in
possible,
the right
कुछ head
place at the
देना
right
possible.
time, more often than not.
हाँ पॉजिटिविटी है इतने सारे लोग
It was, yeah.
सपोर्ट करे तेरे को मेंबर्स
He's
ओनली
playing
चाहिए मेंबर्स
anti-frame,
बजाओ
trying to
हाँ
help his teammates. sprays them
दीपक
both
थैंक
down.
यू सो मच
Second
फॉर
kill,
द
maybe a bit of run and gun.
पिंकी क्यूट था
Win out that round, but no swings, no easy fights being
Eco
afforded. So
जाता
Prime
तो
Gaming flawless here for Global Esports, 8-8. Being this scoreline,
That's major.
Yeah.
And Vitality are actually now
किया?
put in a difficult spot. Their economy
भाई
is
किया
really
भाई
forced, but it will leave them with a bit of a worse setup. How Sender quite
Zero
missed
damage?
that first engagement, I am not sure.
One achievement.
मोने भाई फील कर रहे हैं यार
The kill on Twisted.
Sen
Oh,
मेरे
sorry,
जैसे
sorry.
बैठे
Sender should have had the kill on Texture.
कौन कौन है किसको पहचाना यार जल्दी वो हो जाता
well
है
working out, and now it has pulled out a timeout from Vitality. They're feeling okay.
Energy though, guys,
Feeling the heat a little bit. Map 1 was
गोल्डी भाई मेरा एक कॉल से राउंड डबल हो गया गोल्डी भाई
अच्छा लग रहा है ये
टेंशन तो दिख रहा है.
A bit of an odd spot, but it's pretty fine to have your Astra play passive on the attack side and mostly just control one area, look for flanks, play the post plan.
Take my energy.
Online for Vitality, or going to be online as well. So you have that night forward lockdown.
Mocktail,
One away from the no.
Like
नहीं वहाँ तो टाइम आउट है भाई लाइक करो भाई 300 बंदा है वहाँ पे
25 के लाइक्स पे 50 gifted and G एक मैच जीता 50 gifted पूरा गेम जीता 100 gifted.
I don't think that's really like something you need to change the macro game plan.
Here's a fight that's going to take place. Again, the Battle of the Jets, you're going to be witnessing this head-to-head. Recall start up close.
Texture by हो जाए.
Popped actually off the back of that one. And it's
shot, baby!
Beautiful shot from him, just finding the target. Twisted
वो लोगों को पता है ऊपर आया है.
Up close, flash play as well. Let's see if he wants to try and play through this one. Dash forward.
Nice!
To it in the angle that watch for SK. Might have just overcooked it though. Tries to take the wider swing, wanted a little bit more. He is going to be punished. And that lockdown, Texture just mistiming it.
Okay, doesn't look like Texture's going to get punished because this would be wild overextension for Sender, but they might catch a rotator, retaker.
Pushing forward, just trying to take this fight forwards. There's a Prowler, and a whole lot of utility just jumped through. Texture.
Nice!
What
मेरे को POV देखने का. मेरे को POV देखने का.
In that round. Wonderful response. For as much as we have been highlighting Twiston as that player, as that guy, just being the spearhead. Finally coming online, finally really just showing what he can do.
Yeah, I'm not going to lie, I was worried when he got caught in the lockdown, but they'd already shut down the player.
Oh, crispy.
If Twiston was alive, he would have sought out that duel, but instead Texture allowed to stay alive and pop off. Arian's happy with that. Texture's not a bad replacement for Cryo
apparently.
As a teammate, as a Jet starter setup. Have we seen Vitality?
एक ही बंदा है, fight करो.
Force buy कर रहे हैं
यार. Sure. But
nice
that,
pull.
It feels unlikely.
I can't quite recall, but
it
definitely feels like
Nice.
Monya though gets a 3K.
Guys.
Even though he's pushed.
Pressured there by the Stingers as well is a difficult task to
my heart
remain unscathed.
Guys,
get through is quite impressive. But
is it what it is? Is it? Huh?
Not going to have the players.
पहला मैप में कौन-कौन बोल रहे थे बाहर आओ चलो.
Be again heroic.
Love you यार, love you.
Thanks for one starter.
Love you.
Throw in a bit of subterfuge, but I believe there's an alarm bot just before it. Yeah, so they're just fully aware that he's not going to be pushing through that smoke.
And he was hoping that the smoke would draw more players to A and allow him to get a lurk off, but
ऐसा लग रहा है मेरे को थोड़ा सा गैस हो रहा है.
that area no matter what.
Korean Jet हो जाता है bounce by. Korean Jet का है bounce by. वाह मस्त मारा ना.
Especially with only 30 seconds, but we've seen them win some crazy rounds so far.
Dash popped off, that's in response to that. Dash starts just being placed down and all down to Destrian, but he's contained, taken care of. Global Esports showcasing that they were fully aware of that one, obviously losing prior control of mid in that round. So they have taken the lead in this map. This next round now going to be so important for
Bye, कैसे कर
रहे हो? Available to them if they want to try and swing it around, but Global Esports not even on their map hit.
ये वाला round हारी Vitality तो इको करना पड़ेगा.
Steady lead. The potential is there.
ये वाली round हारी तो इको करना पड़ेगा तो match point पे जाएंगे.
And I think that the level that Vitality is playing at is maybe slightly lower than Split, but to me the big difference between map 1 and map 2 is Global Esports stepping up. Stepping up to the challenge. Bit of a fight happening in mid. Global Esports look like they want to press.
Nice one!
Nice shot.
Nice one, yaar.
Tip of the spear off.
Just able to do that one online apparently.
And now Vitality without the tip of the spear are just left with a stick.
And again, it's a recurring theme. It feels like Texture just removing that threat of Twiston. The guy is supposed to be leading the charge.
The defensive side probably just favored, you know, in the Jet head-to-head in general. But that's what you absolutely need to do. You can't allow Twiston to just have his way, which he was able to do all the time in map 1.
Guys,
Prowler does push away Texture from that angle.
अभी तीन अल्टी एक साथ आएगा तीन अल्टी.
Watching for the smoke push.
पेड़ का भी अल्टी आएगा.
Now a cosmic divide as well, and Texture, you got to be kidding me. You can't be trying to push through this one. I mean, can't use any abilities whatsoever. Doesn't even have a dash. Does he still want to try and take this one? Planted out into the open.
It's a great plant spot.
Yeah.
पेड़ का भी
I
अल्टी
think
है.
the key player to watch here is going to be Monya.
This timing just being taken into mid.
भाई ये कहाँ खेल
Could be a bit of a backstab play. Prowler goes through the wall as it does fade away. Monya now. Not the smokes, it's a double face, and okay.
बोलो को पता है अभी तीनों वहाँ पे शायद.
That one play that was happening now.
बोलो को info मिल चुका है कि तीनों वहाँ पे.
It's that 3v3. Bazzi sticking it. Does manage to get half. The shot's not fired, but eventually they deal with him. But has enough been done for them? The smoke again fading away. Texture sticking it now with the cloud burst, but eventually enough shots fired off into the cloud burst that they find their mark. And Vitality, it's a little bit squeaky that round, but they do eventually claim it.
I think that the strengths of Vitality's post plant would win them most of the time. The fact that they control art so heavily, this kill here to me just closes the round out. Because without any pressure, they have 3 players holding this angle, and the spike is just right in the open, right in front of them. Unless the spike misses miraculously and someone gets a full diffuse off.
हाँ मैंने same बोला.
They've got this.
Oh!
I was wondering if anybody would try and pull that out. It is such a dangerous position to opt from when your opponent has knives.
For exactly the reason that we just saw. And now that jet head-to-head, that battle that's taking place between these two players. Twiston. He answers back, doesn't he? Gets up to 20
nice.
on it, but holding the up close position. Dash was just about fading, he couldn't get out of there.
And that was a really bold angle to be taking. The defenders have the advantage there almost all the time. This lockdown is so early from Aaron. Monya can't overheat.
Offsetting of the movement, do they want to try and punish this? They know where he's going to be isolated. Jump peek going to be Bazzi has to try and bail him out here. Util drop forwards.
Nice!
Swing is just perfect.
3v2.
Fragment Nade did rebound against the wall and take out Monya, but Global Esports were showing that discipline, but they have offered up the entirety of A now. This lurk timing from Sender. To the back of A. Lomba though is going to be revealing that that position is compromised. So
Fight in mid. There's something going on here. Destrian.
What is occurring?
Clashing with Aaron. They're walking back to back.
Yeah, I mean, just right down into sewers, watching it. And timing!
Nice.
Needs to be the trade. Bazzi contains. Pushed into the corner. The position is nowhere. The second is there, but is there time? That is the question. He's going to be sprinting all the way with a knife out now.
Rossi has nade.
And it's not really planted. A quick tap of it right out into the
open. Nice!
Time from him. So that 11th round. Two more. Esports, one step closer.
2 more. ये round जीते वो लोग का पैसा अभी भी नहीं है proper. 2 जन के पास 2000 है. ये round जीते it's GG.
Economy खराब है.
ये round जीते it's GG.
Nice.
So Global Esports have like a 7-man road team. They had found the core that worked.
Yay!
Of going to a third map and taking the game to Vitality. A dark horse squad from EMEA.
10 बंदे चिल्ला रहे होंगे, एक आवाज ही आएगी अभी
भाई के पीछे मेरे 2 friends भी थे यार.
तेज चिल्लाते हैं.
बहुत कम है यार. Global Esports though need to keep their foot on the gas.
Guys,
can't allow Vitality to come back into it.
भाई लेकिन बहुत अच्छा खेला यार जी मैप 2. बहुत मतलब थोड़ा बहुत लेफ्ट राइट हो रहा है लेकिन अच्छा खेल रहा है. अच्छा खेल. क्या बोलते हैं यार?
क्या? Go.
अच्छा खेल रहे.
Let's go.
It's not great, so I think Sala's going to be saying it.
2-3 राउंड थोड़ा लेफ्ट राइट हो गया. But चुम्मा मारा भाई. चुम्मा. ब्लाइंड्स अच्छे थे इस बार. प्रॉपर कोऑर्डिनेशन दिखा. सब अच्छा था. सुनो अभी बाइक की लगी पड़ी है और अपने पास 3 अल्टे. मैच पॉइंट सिक्योर करें प्लीज. Please, as a coach, मैं बोल रहा हूँ, we have to secure this round no matter what. No matter.
उनका next buy भी है
Global Esports are going to be pushing up B long.
3 gun versus 5 gun and 3 ulti.
Hero rifle. He's the player to watch here.
लेकिन जेट अकेला क्यों है?
Trying to carve out a path for them, but Texture watching this one. Operator tries to go for the flick, now being pressured.
Shot,
Wasn't watching the right angle. Still, Texture is under a lot of pressure right now, just being flooded in and out of trap position.
Nice.
Still, how does he
But
claim
not-
a second
not
kill?
nice.
It is even though 3
भाई
for 3.
जेट अपड्राफ्ट करके इधर देखा पीछे. Nice.
That's
That is
huge.
such a massive one to win.
Because that also gives up the entire part of the map that the spike's been planted for. Destrian has an awful position here. He's not going to meet anybody. He's going to stay alive. But he can't spam the plant.
Nice.
From away, SK Rossi with a flank timing, just impeccable. Bone cold, not expecting it. And this task ahead of Destrian.
भाई एक डिफेंस पे बैठ जाओ. अभी बैठ
Salvage
जाओ.
this, it's an impossible one. Doesn't have any util. Watch for either side.
Nice one. Match point, baby.
Global Esports now
Match
one
point,
more
baby.
round, so it's gonna stand between them. And bringing this to map number 3.
एक मैंने ना मेन एक मैंने मेन चैट के उसमें दो लड़के हैं जो फर्स्ट मैप में रॉसी का नाम चेंज करके गंदा गंदा लिख रहे थे. एक अभी स्पैम कर रहा है रॉसी भगवान और एक कह रहा है देयर यू गो द रियल रॉसी.
They're finding the punishes and clearing these areas of the map out really well.
बाप के भी है क्या?
One more round
Rossi.
Don't even get us started. Big clash of opinion.
Massive fight being taken. And the flash is good for
लेकिन
it.
अटक गया रॉसी.
All the players just out of position. SK Rossi, he's swinging wide right now. He's being forced back and forth. Flicking the wrist and misses. Texture doesn't land the shot. This is painstaking right now. They've already lost it, but it is now 1 for 1.
चलो टाइम मिल गया. फेड भी आ गया हेल्प करने. Nice.
His ultimate in the midst of all of this.
मारेगा एरन मारेगा. अरे अरे ये
साउंड किया है.
Yeah, it was a big tool. Not
ब्लेंडर है.
available now.
Nice, good.
His job just to try and
Good.
hold down this angle.
Nice.
Doesn't pay for it with his life, but the util was
Reset.
cleared out.
Nice,
His turret
nice.
not going to be watched now
Nice.
for any space that it's gained, and it forces
Good
him to just keep
reset.
his eyes
अभी
on
अपना A पे 3
it
है.
physically himself.
Nice.
Doesn't have that util. Does have his back being watched though. See the
Pull
util
और
there.
दो नेड है.
But the nice one is
Pull और दो नेड है.
There we go, timing.
Pull.
Now popped off, and it has
अच्छा, मरा
separated
है.
them.
ए गंदी का.
Rossi right into the corner.
Nice, Rossi. एक और. हो जाए रे. ये हुआ ना बात. ये हुआ ना बात. ये हुआ ना. ये हुआ ना.
Completely asunder
Four
there.
K Ross.
Not expecting to give that map up.
End it with the bang, baby.
And I have no clue how Lotus is going to go. It's got to be the most unpredictable way to end a series possible between these two squads. But I'm so glad that Global Esports woke up.
होना चाहिए था banter, लेकिन मजा आता था.
Shockingly poor display.
होना चाहिए था. हाँ, होना चाहिए था.
They finally demonstrated what they're actually capable of.
भाई मेरा हाथ लाल हो गया खुद को मार के.
We will be
हाँ,
heading
ऐसा
back
ऐसा
to
किया.
3, and we're going to take a short break.
चल रहा है अभी.
Of course,
हाथ चल रहा है.
Oh my
हाथ
god.
चल रहा है.
Jackie.
अच्छा चलता हूँ दुआओं में.
एक गांव में गौ माता बहुत
वो गाड़ी
M दबाया
मैंने सिर्फ रखा था ऐसे पर ऐसा नहीं था
भाई कैसा तो वो रहे हाथ में गिफ्टेड देने गया ना माफ करो
गिफ्टेड लेट्स गो गिफ्टेड मैं पिंकी धोनी की आईडी डाल दी धोनी की आईडी
हैं तुझे भी गिफ्टेड चाहिए
धोनी की आईडी हाईलाइट
सब लोग एक्टिव हो रहे हैं लाइक भी करो गिफ्टेड मिलने का चांस है समझ रहे हो और क्या लेट्स गो भाई बात रुचि सर डिजर्व दिस रिकॉग्निशन भाई बहुत कुछ किया ऋषि और के रसी बैक और व्हाट मजा आया लेट मी गिव यू गाइस सम गिफ्टेड यार एक और जीता तो और 50 25 के लाइक्स हुआ और 50 पे 50 आज अपन 50-50 खेलेंगे
25 के लाइक्स वेरी क्लोज टू बी ऑनेस्ट
हाँ ना
कैन हैपन 25 के लाइक्स गाइस लेट्स डू इट
3 4 ठीक है
What is the record of highest likes on this channel? Can someone
on this channel शायद से मेरे बर्थडे के दिन जब मैं ऐसे ज्वाइन किया या फिर शादी तीनों में से
check guys
9 घंटे में इंग्लिश बोर्ड एग्जाम में कुछ नहीं नेक्स्ट आधे घंटे में मैच खत्म होने वाला है
मुझे मिला
चालू होएगा अभी
मैं अलाउ नहीं कर पा रही हूँ अलाउ कैसे करूँ
नहीं यार because you are already there
अगला वर्ड कुछ
you are already there
डिसाइडर है
you are already there you are already activated इसलिए शायद मिलेगा सबर रखो
रिबन भाई
guys
बैड दुआ जॉर्ड
only 3k like left not on almost 3k like left 3k likes और हो गए और 50 गिफ्टेड आने वाला है और जैसे जी जीतेगा और 50 गिफ्टेड आएगा समझ रहे हो
स्पून फीड करो
समझ रहे हो और जब तक VCT खत्म नहीं होता है क्योंकि जी जीत चुका है I promise you till all the matches are done every day there will be a 50 gifted here every day जब तक VCT खत्म नहीं होता है ये मेरी खुशी है एक मैच जीतने के लिए बस हो गया अपन फुल हाइप्ड है खुश है अब हम देते रहेंगे जब तक जान क्या बोलते इतने जोर से चिल्लाया मेरे घर वाले उठ गए भाई सॉरी यार सॉरी अंदर से आया
हमारा भी दिखाएंगे क्या मैं करूंगा तो
सॉरी यार सॉरी जो फील हो रहा है ना जो अंदर से अच्छा लग रहा है बे इतना साला अंडर एस्टिमेट करके वॉच लास्ट रन आंटी स्ट्रीम वो चिल्लाने का नाम मेरे पास बाद में देखिए इसमें कैप्चर में बहुत लेफ्ट साइड जस्ट जॉइन द लाइव स्ट्रीम एंड सी एसके रॉसी 4K देवास टीटीस प्लीज आप यहाँ पे रुकोगे प्लीज एक गेम प्लीज यहाँ पे रुको ठीक है guys claim करने के लिए you have to accept gift from YouTube so make sure you accept it and 3k likes to go for more 50 gifts and all will get going to use all the luck for the win let's go जो भी तुम लोग ने किया ना जिससे तुमको लग रहा है कि तुम लोग को जैसे थोड़ा भी एडवांटेज मिला है वो फिर से करना है अभी अपने समझ रहे हो no matter how small that thought is every thought counts हाँ
क्या बोला
चाहिए हमको एनर्जी हाई चाहिए हमको ठीक है
भाई
बस थैंक यू फॉर द मेंबरशिप लव यू
एक सेकंड रुकियो VLR.gg वो देखना नेक्स्ट मतलब ये पूरा
मजा आ गया भाई मजा
I believe in magic. All the GE fans definitely do is they pick up a pivotal win, tying the series up 1-1. Welcome back to the desk, everyone. Golden Boy here alongside with Mimi as well as Achilleos. And you know, it could have gone poorly for them, but they managed to find a way. GE managed to find a way round after round, and you got to give credit to a lot of the superstars on this team. Players like Texture, players like Crossing, finding those opportunities and those moments. What a matchup
It was really a great game, and it started off in
UD69, thank you for the 179 Yo, job से 3 days ban खा के आया है मैच के लिए अच्छा काम किया अच्छा काम किया मजा आया फर्स्ट राउंड देख अच्छा काम किया फेस एलिमिनेशन मत करो
they had
मत कर
drop the anti-eco.
मत
No,
कर
but you're completely right. There was a lot of roughness, but then as we got over to the eco-landing side, good lord, everybody for the side of global. Texture as well, back on Jet is just chef's kiss performances coming out of this guy right here, dropping a 288 ACS.
Amazing play.
Huge. This is why, if you look back, he's played now 119 maps of Jet compared to 18 on Reigns. He is a Jet through and through. This guy could very well be the Korean Jet of this year.
Jet, he is that guy, and there were similarities between both these teams on their attacking side. Team Vitality, same struggled, spacing fell off. Our Jet players pushing in front, struggling to trade on those belong executes.
Call again.
रॉसी को वापस कॉल लगा
फिर से
really
सच्ची तुम लोग को लगता है मेरे कॉल की वजह से जीते लव यू यार लव यू यार कॉल कर दे दो हे रॉसी या अच्छा आप मेरे कॉल के लिए वेट कर रहे थे पट से उठाया या एक्चुअली बी विद 20,000 मोर व्यूअर्स जस्ट लव्ड दिस गेम प्ले यार कीप अप द गुड वर्क ठीक है अभी फॉर द मैच 3 सिंपल चीज जो अपन ने बताया बताया था कि थर्स्टी हाँ
लोटस में
लोटस
हार्बर बहुत अच्छा है भाई
जीपे चेक करो
म्यूट क्यों नहीं आ रहा अनम्यूट क्यों
इसमें ब्रीच चाहिए इसमें हार्बर तो चाहिए
भाई बात थैंक यू फॉर दैट वर्ड द अमाउंट ऑफ लीग एंड every time whenever I watch
well, here we go, folks. Map 3. One more to decide who moves forward in this competition. Let's go ahead and send it right back over to Brennan Sideshow. Hope you guys are having a good time.
Thank you for the first super chat also. Vinay, thank you for the 40
this series is delivering so far. And yeah, this final map going to be deciding who moves forward and who goes home. The team between Vitality and Global Esports. So far, back and forth, honestly. And now we're heading to Lotus. Even more unknowns. We didn't know anything before we were heading
Atharva, thank you for the fine raid. You the best dude. Love
but,
you both.
Now, we really don't know what to
G
expect.
fighting, love you.
You can look at how you expect the compositions to work. But we've seen a range of different comps have a lot of
100% success rate है पिस्तौल का ठीक है 100% 99 भी नहीं 100
lot of early pressure
ठीक है जैसा जो कर रहे थे वैसे ही करो सब लोग प्लीज मैं ऐसा था ना मेरा पोजी कैसा था
trying to contain this space towards a main an instant response though look at this Vitality willing to pivot taking it controller B main actually and now going to be using the wall to just rotate her all the way around try and claim a free side onto C. A lot of util being dumped into the back of it just to clear it out, making sure that if anybody is there, they're going to be scurrying away. But it is going to be afforded now a free plan, but it's flank timing.
Nice!
Oh my goodness! Punishing this one, still running backwards, backpedaling from center. Onto him there, and now this pressure is really on them. Someone needs to come up with the goods and just can't quite deliver it. Taking an awkward fight there, awkward engagement.
Nice.
The spike's been dropped down.
अपना राउंड है ये तो टरेंट भी आ रहा है ये स्मोक के लिए रुकने वाले टरेंट भी आ रहा है 4 सेकंड में 4v2 सिचुएशन टरेंट भी है 4v2
रिलोड कर
ये मेरा
सबका हुआ 4v2 है टरेंट हो जाए
अबे लैग हो रहा है
जॉर्ड बेबी 100% success next round में मेरा पोजी ऐसा थर्स्टी वाला मैंने कॉल किया नहीं आएगा कॉल किया
and on top of that I feel like the way that they're using the frenzy is giving them so much success
5 out of 5 baby
and the
guys 100% success rate. 5 out of 5 in pistol round, guys. 5 out of 5. सारे पिस्तौल राउंड हम लोग जीते ये इवेंट में, सारे unbeatable. हाँ.
Yeah, what a way to curse it.
But I'm not worried about this round because Global Esports, since Pearl, just feel like they've fixed that issue.
Nice. Through into it. Spike gonna be dropped down to the corner.
कर रहा रुक जा ये राउंड के बाद. कुछ तो हुआ.
Yeah, okay. I'm worried. You should be worried, Josh.
रॉसी भाई पर्सनल लेवल पे कॉल किया था रॉसी भाई. Please.
Gonna get the entire ire of India on you as well if you keep this one up.
It wasn't my fault.
Bomb drop है ना.
Kills are offered up. 3-3 still in this round now.
Love you, Pakadu.
3, I should say, and now slowing it down a little bit here for Vitality, making sure that they wait it out.
I think Vitality's composition is usually going to have a lot of utility, but in these early rounds, they can't afford all of it, obviously. So, Global Esports should have opportunities to get much better retakes early in the half compared to later.
Question is just whether
Sender lands a headshot or Boncall finds a pick. And the Global Esports players are not going to have any idea whether Vitality have pushed deep. Because they're miles away.
They've contacted all the way up. It's always awkward, honestly, retaking this C site when you don't have any control of the inner workings of the map, the connectors, because you really do have to clear everything carefully. You don't know if they could have pushed up. You can see Aaron making sure it's a slow and steady approach here, just trying to link up with the rest of his team from Waterfall.
Time is going to tick, but Vitality again have no util, so no post-plant ability.
Flash to push them through. One player holding a water there. That's Bone called to the back. They want to find this one, and the Sheriff's in their hands. Anything could happen.
Nice!
That's HP. But it does get converted nevertheless.
There was no need to be worried. There was no need to be worried.
Oh my god.
It's fine.
मेरा भी गला dry हो गया भाई.
Yeah, Global Esports, really important that they convert that one. Aaron has been a rock for them to hold on to.
Guys, पानी पिया करो.
It was Texture and Monye really
Mostly attacker
dominating map
side
too.
map.
But Aaron was there solidly the whole time, and he pulls them through in another
VCT
pistol.
में mostly सारे maps
Just like he
attacker
did the
side
open
है
split.
except for split. मेरे हिसाब से split is the only little different sided map.
Next round. So Global Esports not opting to buy into the rifles. It's a much weaker buy from them, just continuing the bonus, keeping it going. Seeing what they can get done. A lot of util being used with that flash. Oh my goodness! Up close, corralled into the corner, slowed all the way down. Twiston is making a Vandal look like a phantom. One yet though up close. Oh my! Triggered discipline, just can't quite find a second shot.
Could have been everything, couldn't it?
Yeah, makes it dangerous for them though. Jump peek gets
Nice.
Again, there's a bit of a Marshall moment.
Save हो
That's
जाता
quite good, by the way.
Any damage done here is actually huge. Rossi could give his team a phenomenal advantage in round 4.
So how does he want to play this one? I mean, he hoovered up the rifle in his hands right now with his Phantom. And he should be playing for the kills, like you said, Josh.
Yeah, I think he wants to be playing pretty aggressively. I don't think saving the rifle here is the right move. But looks like he just wants to take a cautious approach. And that's going to let Twist and Bone Cold mostly, that's going to let those guys off the hook.
Yeah. Maybe not willing to give them potentially any easy kills.
वहाँ पे क्या हुआ? अपन counter क्यों नहीं कर पाए?
Yeah, play close to it.
There is always a risk reward.
Yeah. 3 away from Bone Colds and Twist, so.
And there's a lot of ways to play for ult orbs on this map.
Omen को blind करना पड़ेगा. कुछ तो करना पड़ेगा, वरना वो लोग ऐसे ही रहेंगे.
Taking the safe approach there. Vitality, that means that they're going to be able to get a decent
वो लोग यहाँ तक बहुत easily आए, देखो.
I think this breach flash, where you just saw Twiston follow up, that clearly was not accounted for by Global Esports.
No.
So they need to adjust to that. If they're going to commit so many bodies to try and control A, you can't just allow all of you guys to get flashes. It was a massive miss. Texture was such a major win condition on Pearl, and here we see it again.
Yeah, might be just that. Once more, that is a heavy stack though for Global Esports. Look at that. Essentially leaning 4 of their players over. Obviously, the connector still being played as well by Bone or by Bazia.
देखा क्या क्या वो लोग ने?
Pushing up off the back of this drone. They did this prior though. They did this in the pistol round, so it should be contained. Where is Vitality? Oh, they've got all 4 of their players ready.
George!
Approach, but it is just an absolute slaughter back and forth.
I don't think they were expecting as many of the global players to be there. Vitality have called an immediate pivot into C. But that's the game plan from Aaron. He wants them to run into the nano swarms.
Look at this angle. Operator in his hands, Texture. He's holding for it. The clearance isn't good. Oh my goodness, the spacing just good enough. Still a bit of damage done there through the wall. Drop down 5 health. The damage is being done now in this 2v3. Still, you can't afford to give up too much.
Nice blind, yaar. Nice blind.
Down into that 1v3 bone cold.
और main जाता तो मेरे को लगता था
chance है. It's just not possible. Not with the resources available to him. So global esports.
Guys.
Really good options, really good ideas as they're heading into the side.
Is it what it is?
Yeah, I think that round was fantastic. I mean, the triple stack from global esports on one side of the map, driving the Vitality players into
सब लोग मेरे का घर पे ऐसा चाहिए अभी.
That is really good. And also, the small mistakes that we were seeing from Global before, where they would line up and give easy spray downs, not be there, support each other. A lot of that has gone away, almost all of it. And because of the weird situation that Vitality's economy is in, they're almost baited into horse playing again. They've had 2 back-to-back rounds where Global Esports has the advantage in the economy.
उनसे answer. ये round जीता तो 5-1 chat.
That's what's going to be happening here towards the A side of the map. That's done. The fault line is there, and yeah, with a bit of spam through the doors, and when an Odin's in your hands, I mean, that thing can seem like paper. Still, the fight needs to be taken. You've got to be careful. You don't want to give away too much, and what's going to be offered for them? Well, has to dodge that flash, and as it does, it creates that opening.
It's the same breach flash, ruining Global Esports control over A, and it's opened up a gap for Twiston.
Oh yeah, and just with the door opened up, that one connector. The prior fight being taken, lurks his way in.
Reload हो रहा था यार, फुकट fight.
It's all but over for Global Esports. I mean, Texture's doing
very
disciplined there as he just tries to slowly pick up onto this angle, even a crouch peek as well. Nade pushing them back.
भाई Twiston है भाई.
I think if you are Global Esports, just want to be saving weapons you got here. Don't want to be giving away the operator.
Yeah, if they can play exits, that would be beneficial, just to keep damaging Vitality's economy. But this map, you can just exit everywhere.
There's a lot offered for them, but just to talk about this round, it actually ended up happening as well, a recurring thing that we've seen. Like you said, Josh, that breach flash that's not being dealt with, they fight over that A main control. It's much better at fighting for that early A main pressure.
They have a lot more utility that they can throw into that area, yeah. And also, I feel like whether it's players getting blinded or players having to turn away, that breach flash is ruining them. And it might be something where Texture wants to pre-cloudburst the area, just so that just to block it off, so that when the flash pops, he doesn't have to worry about it. You just saw it there in the replay. It blew kind of really high in the defender's sight line, but you could cloudburst that if you can predict the timing of it.
It's difficult.
Or alternatively, have somebody play from kind of the A site position so that they're anti-flash. And they can swing, but the angles are awkward.
So we step ourselves now into this round here, round 6.
Jord, baby.
Oh, that's dealt with. Twiston, well, there wasn't too much else behind that one. Maybe just a little bit late.
Good blind.
That should have been coming.
Good blind.
I like this Odin idea from Monye. It is working.
Good recon, good blind.
Angles on this map in particular. Saw Cloud getting good usage of it actually earlier in the tournament. A couple of Guardian kills, but it's an interesting round because the ultimates are building up on either side. A lot of tools to work with. You might start to see some of them offloaded.
Nice.
3 players on the B
अभी
side.
तक सब अच्छा लग रहा है मेरे को देख के.
Breach ult in there. Those guys will not be able to hold on. It is a tiny choke
सिर्फ
point.
एक मारने का ट्राई हो जाता तो.
Risk reward maybe not quite.
यहाँ पे अल्टी मारा किल जो वहाँ से सिटी से अल्ट मार. तू भी मत छोड़.
Lockdown being used here seems strange to me because Aaron's still going to be able to back up.
तू भी अल्ट मार किल जाए.
Nano swarms off.
Ay.
And he has a counter lockdown, so is this all just a fake to hit B with the breach ult or the nightfall?
So there might be a pivot in play yet. There's a nightfall. Moves them back. No more audio cues from Munyet. And there's a rolling thunder. That's used in response. Global Esports pushing them back, but still pushing their way through. Aftershock into the corner. It's going to be causing it to be a little bit more awkward, and time is running so damn low now. The wall's still blocking off these sight lines. Plant's going to go
Left,
down.
left,
No one
left,
really
left.
disrupting this up close to the wall. Texture does cover it.
What a
shot!
shot.
It has to be heroics. It has to be now. One after the other. The double swing, not spacing themselves out, and it is just crumbling before them. What was an opening, what was an opportunity for Global Esports to at least turn that in their favor? It just crumbles. The same errors we were talking about in map number 1, just rearing their heads there.
Oh, and that's a 4v2. A 4v2 retake, I think, where it all just fell to pieces. Texture did such a good job at hitting the first one on the pedestrian. But then this kind of crouch play from Bazzi is no bueno.
Yeah, not too good, but
set Sender up for a 4K. Holding on, and Vitality now powered up.
So forcing Global Esports down to that eco. Texture one away from his Blade Storm. It's a heavy stack over towards A.
Saala 5 होता था यार.
To fight over some of that A main pressure, so they've realized the mistake prior. They're like, okay, well, we don't really have the util to go pound for pound and try and fight for that control, so we'll give it up.
If they can sniff out the A stack, though, the rest of the map is so weak from Global's defense.
Wide open. See this positioning being played by Aaron. I mean, he was behind just the bank of sand there, but has to give it up. He does hear that util being used into the front side of B.
Uh-oh. The spike is returning over to A. Global Esports haven't moved an inch.
As he's holding his full line, I
वो
think.
लोग को दोनों का पोजीशन मिला शायद. एक जगह से तोड़ा और दूसरे ने
Maybe off a bit of util, but revealing a couple of these players, fault line, and a nade as well.
Okay, the pivot into B here makes more sense to me, I think.
Yeah, a lot has been showcased so far, I think. Global Esports making it quite obvious that they've stacked this, and now should be a free plant, yeah, especially with the cove. It's going to be blocking damage. Obviously, the position isn't even there in the first place, but playing for this retake, I think narrow sight lines, narrow angles as well. Could see that the pistol's getting a bit of work done. Dart pushes the players back now, and Vitality feeling the pressure. It's definitely on. Shorty right up close, and Personal still twisting. Lurks his way around, and no one is dealing with this guy at all. Shorty in play. It's going to be that slam dunk. Looking like it could have got a bit dangerous, but no. Vitality win it out. 4 players remaining alive.
And I think at this point in the game, after 7 rounds have been played, Vitality should have a really good read of how Global Esports are playing their defense. And this is where a good attack side caller or a good coach is going to be able to give you a lot of other good ideas for the rest of the rounds. And something that strikes me is that Twiston hasn't been double boss packing in the C very much. We saw players do that a lot in some of the previous games on Lotus. I mean, Jing comes to mind, but there were a bunch of other people doing it.
Yeah.
But he has his Raze ult. There's only really been Aaron holding the C site early on. I feel like that's incredibly useful. And Global Esports have taken the time.
Attacker side map पे मैं fully believe करता हूँ कि मारेगा.
I'm concerned because Global's defensive plan doesn't look too bad, but they're putting a lot of resources into fighting A lobby, and they're still losing that. So that weakens the rest of the map whilst not even allowing them to hold A lobby.
Yeah.
It's not like, it's not a bad idea, but they don't have the tools to really execute the plan.
One of the best looks that they have showcased so far, at least, is putting that operator in the hands of
Last
Texture.
time we time out के बाद ही था.
Guys, 1500 likes more for 25 likes. And 25k likes and more 50 gifted, so make sure to like and subscribe and share and support and keep fighting and yeah.
I mean, that is okay. Hello India, I'm ready for it. Let's go. I mean, sure. Why not?
Very unusual. He's probably going to have to send out a refund early for some control and then operate. But I mean, look at Vitality. I think they're going to go for the play that I talked about.
Fighting, with the second one. थोड़ा बहुत left right हो गया लेकिन.
Still being dumped through, so control of
मस्त मजा आया.
Immediately pivoting. They know that they're pushing up a lot of the player base. You see a lot of the team of Vitality. Dumping a bit of utility through, and now you see it. Reckoning and a showstopper. Great combination. Clears out the side entirely. And this ult is a little bit
really
awkward there from SK Rossi. Dashing away just to avoid that showstopper rocket that was flying right towards their spawn. But
and one of the problems is, I mean, if SK Rossi had ulted as the plant was going down, maybe they don't get that one off.
It's sound है भागने का.
Look, it's all just a bit hidden, isn't it? Monyet Will he be able to be aware of this? Not quite. Sender's reflank has just been brutal for them. Backstabbing them.
Nice.
Moving forwards though, Aaron does deal with this one. Now how does this retake happen? A lot of util. Aftershock into the corner. SK Rossi moving up. Has the operator to suspect the player is close. Time is running low. Texture trying to stick this now. The raw spam, the random spam. Trying to go for the quick scope. Half onto the defuse. No one's dealt with Twiston. And he was just that extra layer that they needed.
Guys, attacking side map.
Good execution from Vitality. Nice post-plant play as well. The Global Esports finding it very difficult to retake with an opponent with Rossi and the kind of setup here makes it really difficult. That post-plant spot that is miles out in the open. And they're able to get that plant down because there was nobody on C. They're leaving C open.
Texture हो जाए यार. X-Max
I think
से
we're
alt
probably
हो
going to see
जाए
something
texture.
similar here from Vitality. If they try and go towards A and they meet too much resistance, pivot C, get a plant.
Yeah, they just want to fight over this one.
Nice.
Again, the double flashes up into the top corner. This time, no texture.
Nice.
He does have the blade storm and yet backing him up. Paranoia now going to be ripping through. It does land on a couple of the targets. All that util being dumped forwards. Going to be able to win out this fight.
But meanwhile,
Question is, can they fight and claim over this next rifle? Destrian's there, just trying to take the battle to them. Making it awkward.
Yeah, they trade a kill but get 2 rifles for it, so it's still good for Global Esports. Double Vandal, 3v3 retake. Vitality are favored for sure, and they've got nice post-plant positions, but it's winnable for Global Esports.
It becomes really hard to try and clear out. Players were holding close.
Multi's giving away where he is.
Yeah, it's revealed. On a headshot angle, though, there's not going to be a re-swing. Dart push back now. Has to be aware that there could be a push, but time, again, starting to run low. These post-plant positions, they got to know that there are a few players there holding it. The timing. Someone needs to start sticking this. Where are the protocols? Where are the layers? A tap onto the spike, but it's just so difficult to try and win out now. And left up to Aaron. We'll claim a rifle in the middle of all of this one, but another round tallied up now for Vitality. They're going to be the 6 on the board.
हाँ? यहाँ पे अपन 2 निकाला ना पिस्तौल, उसके बाद इतना डीप स्मोक करके और कंट्रोल लेने की जरूरत नहीं था. जो अपन नॉर्मल स्मोक करके स्टन नेड करते ना, वो नॉर्मल स्मोक करके गन उठाओ और रिपोजिशन करो. ये स्मोक समझ रहे हो? क्योंकि इससे पुश भी नहीं कर सकते. टीम बेस बहुत बड़ा है.
Point being that they need to shift. Vitality have got the read currently. And so you see it happen actually. And it looks like Texture is going to be set up with the operator on C. But they've still got the Killjoy utility behind that. Might have been better off putting Aaron on B. But this is a new team and I'm sure Aaron's scrambling to come up with the adjustment.
Nice.
Oh my goodness, Bazzi, given the timing, you can't still be taking that fight though. He does back away with the aftershock, so early kill found.
Nice.
Vital target as well in the form of Twiston, but an instant rotation now by Vitality. They noticed that early utility wasn't being used towards A main. Not playing it, but SK Rossi gets some really good mid-round information, and that drone spots at least 2 of the players.
And there's 3 players ready to defend A.
Yep, swarming back onto the site. Operator, Texture pushing forwards. That's a risky maneuver.
But he missed the shot.
Yeah, mistimed, risky timings, and there was a gap into the smoke. The spam is just not being afforded, is it? No angles to really play for, and the operator's going to be salvaged, picked up, backed away. Global Esports forced to save for another day.
Vitality looking clean. I like the pivots as they move around the map. I think one of the big things that Boncold's done well here is make his team quick to react to things. When they realize that there's pressure in one area of the map, they're very fast to immediately group and hit somewhere else. They're not trying to play the clock, they're just trying to play the rotations. Make sure they get easy access to sites. Esports had the read though, it just
थोड़ा left right हो रहा है यार.
overwhelmed them as that sloppiness came back into their play.
Trying to play retake there. I mean, maybe it's different in texture. It's a landing shot. This could be really dangerous. With a no scope, you can't even save the weapons into it.
No, that's brutal. Yeah. Absolutely brutal. Not only do you lose all of your weaponry, but Vitality didn't have to use their Breach ultimate or their Killjoy ultimate. They still have 2 enormous tools to win another round. On C, on B, you know, wherever they want to use it, maybe a post on A. There are just so many options on this map for how you want to work the ult.
Steadily gaining a lead. unfortunately, the map has found itself to be quite attack-sided so far.
Yeah, so I
Could
guess
bode well, I suppose, for Global Esports, but
how many
honestly,
rounds do Global Esports need?
yeah, I mean,
4 in the pistol?
4 in the pistol, I think, might be the minimum, but we'll see. Still early days, still a new map, a lot of unknowns, but half buy, that's what Global Esports have been forced down to, and it's pretty obvious, this pressure. That's a paranoia, but doesn't catch all of it, and a Horn has to be dealt with, which resets the aim of Texture. He can't even get a kill out of it. Now the Swarms down low into the corner, that nade. Aaron forced out wide into the open.
Hey,
doesn't pay for it with his life.
Read to hai.
Would be blocked.
Read to
Quite interesting
hai.
though, he has managed to lurk his way into slight timing. Lourdes Util just slowing him down. Lovely siege just to delay this one. Phone call as well. Right at the back. Angles are being watched for, played for. Even that lockdown, but no, they just wade right into that common angle.
And I think at this point,
the
defensive ideas are reeking of desperation. Global Esports with an attempt at a sand crunch, but no one was pushing on C.
Chalega.
Very hard.
8-4 pistol round jitna buy round hai.
Sad deflate.
It's not too far. It's not too far.
If Global Esports can get this round, their dominance in the pistols might be able to carry them through to still make it a map out of this. But it's the same idea again. Same pressure. Let's see if the breach flash from Bone Cold works.
Yeah, already to flash over the top. Texture dashing forwards. There is a dart in play. No one was dealing with this one. Again. Okay.
Bazzi used his ult.
Element. Yeah, that was an ult to push them. Back. I mean, to use the smoke, I suppose. Just to put the course all the way into B. You can see the players have already taken up all this space. The spike, though, out in the open. Bazzi just needs to contain this. But it could be anywhere right now. Nightfall now being used for a fight towards A main. Smoke's going to be fading any minute now. And the fight being taken and won right now. Global Esports. They shut that one down. Have to be aware. Bazzi backing away. Big timing. Twiston's position known, but now around the center. Still looks like it should be an easy one for Global Esports.
Yeah, I think the spike being down made all the difference. Like, trade-off. We take A, you get the rest of the map. Normally not a good trade, but when the spike is down and there's nowhere to pivot, Global Esports have the advantage. Good double face. Make.
अभी देखा ये लोग पास स्पाइक था लेकिन फिर भी देखा ये स्मोक डाल के फिर एंगल खेला ये क्या
The potential is there. Like we said earlier, it is a bit more of an attack-sided map from what we've seen so far at the tournament, but probably going to need the pistol round as we head into that second half. That's going to be the big question. But before we even get into any of that, the first half is done and dusted. It's down to death and break it all down.
कॉन्फिडेंस रखो भाई 100% है 100 ठीक है 100 अच्छा था but not bad guys not bad first map we didn't play well second map we played amazing again not fully up to the mark but we won against a very good team. So benchmark अभी हो चुका है set. Third map we have still scope to do good. Everything is going good. Very proud, very honestly very proud of G, very proud of Rossi. ना very proud यार. Rossi love you. Deserve. Very proud. थोड़ा और मारना है लेकिन ठीक. जो है वो है.
It was fantastic for them. Do want to take a closer look, though, at Twiston, who has been impressing. Wasn't sure how he was going to look moving over to the Rays. I actually had to flip back, and I saw that this is his most played Asian, actually, of all time, overtaking his Jet. His Jet looked very good on that first map. Was curious to see if it was going to be him or Molesy picking it up, but so far, he's had a pretty strong performance on that attack.
Yeah, and on the defensive side, the gambits you can have with this...
क्या मारता है ना लेकिन क्या रीड रहता है क्या मारता है कितना यंग है
कांप रहा है, डर रहा है। डर तो है, कांप रहा है, देख रहे हो? नेल बाइट कर रहा है।
भाई को जो बैड दुआ मिला है आज। पूरी हिस्ट्री ऑफ हिज लाइफ में नहीं मिला होगा।
इसलिए बेचारा थर्ड मैप इतना नहीं मारा।
Still remains true here for GE, and the pistol is the way that all kicks off.
Yeah, they had found that magic in map 2.
Love
Now
it,
the
Buns
question
by
is,
Rise
can they
of
claw this
Esports
back
in
and pull
India.
off something? I don't
Hopefully,
think Vitality
I
was
just
prepared
want
for
this
this
to
series. Let's
grow
send it back over to Brennan
to a
Sideshow.
level like crazy.
Let's get back into
पूरी
it
जिंदगी
now.
मेरा
Final map of
games
this
में
series
रहता है।
between Global
Come on,
Esports and
let's go.
Vitality,
बड़ी बात कुछ नहीं
culminating in quite the display.
No, there's a
Touch
one.
that again. 5 for 5.
देखा जब मैंने बोला था कॉपी पेस्ट किया बेबी।
They've ever played coming up.
Bro, यार Bings भाई आप तो बहुत अच्छे एनालिटिक्स हो।
Almost looks like fake pressure towards A, but they are going to follow the
Bings
flash
भाई मैं
lead
कहाँ
play.
stocks वीडियोस क्यों नहीं डालते?
Initially here.
क्योंकि it's
Vitality
very
have taken
risky.
sand. So a bit of a
Bings
flick
भाई
in the
आप
map.
ये बता सकते हो फाटू भाई कब शादी होगी?
Minimum 5 years more.
Again, just flooded through now into this B site. Sender. Oh, this smoke is just a little bit off in terms of the angle. Tried to take an early fight. Doesn't know if they pushed him. Backed away. Plan's gonna get off, and this repush.
बस एक मारा,
Too many more
बस
kills, but Destrian falling is a big one.
This is wonky now though, because
दूसरा
Vitality
smoke
control
अभी आया?
every other part of the map. They're going to ambush Global Esports.
Reflank the post plan. There
Nice.
needs to be some plays to
Bus.
be made, and guess what?
Don't
Monye
know, eh?
steps up to the plate. Handsome and easy kill.
Nice, nice, nice.
Everything.
एक और,
Doesn't buy this
एक
time.
और.
Just
Oh,
Global
baby!
Esports.
the IGL is doing the most right now for them. Last player
Six
now.
all,
6 for 6.
unbeatable baby.
Beautiful stuff, and it sets off Global.
Bro, this is मेरे हिसाब से ये कोई भी टीम ने नहीं किया है अभी तक VCT में। कोई भी टीम ने नहीं किया है VCT में। 6 out of 6।
Pistol rounds at a minimum.
ये VCT में कोई भी टीम ने नहीं किया है ये चीज। कंफर्म। वैसे आधी टीम तो 3 मैप खेली भी नहीं, वो बात भी अलग है।
Have cooked up some
2
really
मैप में ही समझ रहे हो?
The postman flank there was good. The push
आधी टीम 2 मैप में गई है, याद रखना भाई। थर्ड पे
It's not simple. There are layers.
रिकॉर्ड बना
Are
के
they aware that
निकले
Twisted went for
निकले
this
नहीं
push
मतलब
before?
आगे जा
Because
रहे
Vitality are doing the same thing again.
Close done.
बाजी
Looks
प्लीज
like he wants to clear it.
Sure.
Yeah, snapped up. That was a
ओह
crossfire.
अच्छा क्रॉस फायर था बाजी
Almost
मरता
taken
था ना
off
मेरी
advantage
यहाँ पे
again.
आती थी
Let's go. A lot of patience for clearing that one.
We saw Carmen Core on the same
अरे क्या
That one worked a treat. So good play from Global Esports to clear that out. What is
अपना
this?
सेंसी बता
The
रहा है
Harbour Circle of Doom.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of angles, I suppose, that are playing.
Download the app now.
तो भैया आप सभी को पहले दिल से राम राम। मैं मुकेश चंद्रगुण नोएडा भारत से। ये है टाटा की टियागो 2018 मॉडल पेट्रोल वर्जन है। इसका एक मेजर सर्विस करने वाले हैं। तो हम सबसे पहले क्या करेंगे, ये इंजन प्लस करना है इस गाड़ी में, क्योंकि ऑयल की कंडीशन मैंने चेक किया बहुत बुरा है। तो इंजन प्लस करेंगे। उससे पहले क्या होगा ना, इंजन प्लस करने के बाद
He wants to break that wall that connects it to B. So the Vitality players don't have any info about whether they could be going through to B. They're having to hold very passive.